I'm so busy looking at the chat, I can't believe Big Show, man. Big Show! What are you talking about? Mostert is a one-trick what? Did anybody see the Oakland Raider game besides me? Wasn't the dude's name Mostert? How about a couple of games before that when we only had two running backs? One of them was Mostert. Wasn't he out there kicking royal ass? Oh, my God. Anyway, Show, I'm not worried. And by the way, the game of football is about special teams, offense, and defense. There's no such thing as a one-trick pony. If you're a good player on special teams, if you want to limit him to that, which is bizarre, okay, but still, man, I can't. Show, boy, get you a cold drink of water, lay down and relax and think about it a minute, and then come back. Okay. Anyway, hey, fam, you know what? I thought I'd pass out, man. I'm sitting there looking, and Belichick said things like, I don't know that either Trey Flowers or Trent Brown are actually worth the franchise tag. What? Bill, we could use Trey Flowers. If I was you, continue to insult that boy. And this way, when we get a chance, you know what? Let me just go ahead and go down through this because I got all pumped up. Anthony Barr, let me start with Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould, he could end up being the first franchise tag player since Dashon Golden. Dashon Golden. Did I spell Golden? No, what? Dashon. Why? I can't even. Did somebody else write his name down? Dashon Golden. Dashon. I forgot my L. You put your Golson. Anyway, Golson was slipping away 7 years ago, and the 49ers weren't having it back then. And here we are, 2019, and the 49ers have one of the best, if not the best, arguably best kicker in the game. Gould is seeking a 3-year deal and wants to be with a winning team. Okay, that part about the winning team, I can understand Robbie's pain on that. Last year was Last year was a disaster for everybody, including the fans. What are the odds? All I can say, what are the odds of the entire offensive unit going down and crashing and burning from day 2 or 3 in the season? We got a new strength and conditioning coach. We got a new system going for that. Maybe that'll be okay this year. That is really scary though, because we got snake bit like that twice in a row. And you and I both probably thinking the same thing. Is that going to happen again? No! Then Robbie's thinking to himself, I'm not going to stay with this team. They're going to go. They lost every friggin' body. I was the only guy out there. So I understand Robbie's pain. He wants a 3-year deal, and he wants something. He's building a house. Robbie's out building a house in Chicago. And Robbie's already been quoted as saying, once a bear, always a bear. He wants to go home. As I say, that 3-year deal, he wants it. Meanwhile, the 49ers are not trying to hear that. And Shanahan is quoted as saying, of course we want Robbie back. He's been great for 2 years. And Shanahan said that after Gould hit a game-winning field goal in overtime to beat the Hawks back in December. And the quote also says, it's nice for a coach that I'm not thinking about him missing it at all. See, that's what I'm saying about Robbie, man. As soon as Robbie walked up, I was already talking about if we're down by 1 or 2, hey, here comes Robbie. Game time. We didn't get that many moments to do that, but when Robbie walked out there, you knew that was going to be 3. So, they got to talk Robbie out of this. Get out to Chicago and tell a realtor it's not going to happen as we're buying him a house in the Bay Area. He won't be out here anytime soon. We bring wifey back and sneak her back into the Bay Area while Robbie's not looking and say, Robbie, listen, we got here your keys, got your new house. In fact, we put you over in Marin County. We got your house up in Tiburon. You'll like that up there. And wifey's already home with the kids. Go ahead. Yeah, here GPS. Here's your coordinates right here to get home. All right? Robbie, we're going to win games this year. Don't worry about it. You're going to be set up fine here. We got a house where you got that 3-year deal. We got that waiting for you. Get ready to sign that. And And as I say, I'm gonna get you into the playoffs one way or the other, buddy. If not this year, for sure next year. Okay, we're gonna do the playoffs this year. You know what, Robbie? This year we will get to the playoffs, and next year we can talk about other things. All right, let's go. Hey, come on, Rob. It's weather's nicer here and everything else. All right, you're gonna like it. People up there are nice people. They love you anyway. You know. So you got to worry about that. Free agency though, fam. It's about to get buck wild in the days ahead. 49ers fans have been talking about the most are now going to be franchised. We knew Demarcus Lawerence and Jadeveon Clowney weren't leaving the Texas borders. Who didn't believe and know that? There's a few people running around here talking about, get Demarcus Lawerence. Whoa, are you kidding me? You're not going to get Demarcus Lawerence. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Jadeveon Clowney. There was a small possibility of Jadeveon Clowney. That's out. See, teams aren't stupid. You can let a lot of people go, but you do not. Look how everybody's looking for an edge rusher. Almost every other team in the NFL is looking for an edge rusher. And you're going to let yours go when you got a good one? Owner would fire you for that. Dee Ford, I thought there might have been a slight chance. But when you think about how bad Kansas City's defense is, the only reason Kansas City won all those games is because that offense was just crazy good. And that offense kept that defense sitting down for most of the game, while Mrs. Mahomes' baby boy was out there orchestrating one of the best offenses in a long time. That's why I keep saying, that's why we won so many games 2017. Jimmy G was out there diming and nickeling teams to death. He was just wearing defenses out. Tongues hanging in the fourth quarter because Jimmy G's taking out 6. He's taking out 8. He's taking out 12. He's taking out 15. He's taking out 10. He's going all the way down the field like that, right? Defense. And the thing is, we couldn't close the deal, though, because they get all the way down there in the 10-yard line, and there was a problem. I'm hoping they address that this year, and I hope by now the offense knows what they're doing well enough that if you know all of what Kyle is cooking, there should be no reason, and it doesn't matter what size you are. Kendrick Bourne proved that last year with his little slim, skinny self. You get in the end zone by running the right X's and O's most of the time. You can come crashing in there if you want to, but if they got a real beefy defensive line, you'll crash it but be stretched out on the ground. So I got a feeling it's going to be working out for the 49ers. And nobody wants Ziggy Ansah. Get out of here with that. The conversations have been swinging hard towards Anthony Barr. They say that Anthony Barr does a lot of coasting out there. They don't appreciate it. They've actually got, if you Google up Anthony Barr, they've actually got a play where Anthony blew the play and they lost that game. And I think Zimmer is thinking, you know what, he's way overrated. I'm not paying him whatever he thinks he's worth. So Anthony Barr is not going to be franchise tag. Now, they're going to offer him a tender. Of course, they always have to, right? But John Lynch is going to be, hey, Anthony. Hey, buddy, what's up? Yeah, Anthony, John Lynch of the 49ers. Oh, you were expecting this call, were you? Well, hey, can we talk? I'll arrange for you a ticket at the airport. You pick that up and get on in here by let's talk about tomorrow lunch. All right, let's get that done. All right. Lynch is going to be all over this because I got a feeling John Lynch, Anthony Barr is one thing, but Trey Flowers is another. And as I said, Belichick doesn't think that him or Trent are worth any type of franchise tag. And so that means if they ask for too much, over $9.95, and I'm not talking about me, and I'm talking about dollars, Belichick's going to tell them both goodbye. Because that's what Belichick does. Because Belichick believes he is the omnipotent force in the NFL. He thinks if no matter who players he has, he is going to the Super Bowl. And I'll be damned if he hasn't been right for the last 10 or 12 years. And how many of those Super Bowls did they win? Belichick is ridiculous. His program is plug and play. It is that program that you could put any number of people into. They don't have to be superstars. They didn't have none in the Super Bowl other than Tom Brady. There were good players out there, but there weren't any superstars because they lost Josh. I can't stop with the weed, but otherwise, they still went out there. Tom and his boy Edelman, that's all they needed. And a solid defense for a very piss-poor Rams team that couldn't move the ball. See, that... Anyway, per ESPN prediction, the Vikings will not use a tag on Barr. Courtney Cronin. ESPN, why not DE Trey Flowers? The thinking is his franchise tag numbers would be too high for the team's liking. Mike Reese. Barry Jackson, MiamiHerald.com. The Dolphins, by the way, expected to release Robert Quinn. You know, I used to love me some Robert Quinn. I said, the Rams know better than give the 49ers Robert Quinn, don't they? They sent him all the way across the country in the AFC. Smart move, Rams. Quinn he's been slipping though since the Rams left St. Louis and was traded to the Dolphins last season. Had a ho-hum season, but I questioned whether or not could Quinn be revitalized. I think Quinn's not 30 years old yet. Could he be revitalized by the likes of Chris Cork and Chris Kiffin and say, listen, Robert, you and I both know you are a force. You had damn near 20 sacks in one season. Robert, do you feel like playing football? We'll pay you whatever you're worth. Give us a 1-year show-me contract. I'm going to do that right now. Let's start you at $10 million. Rob, if you do better than that next year, if you become our guy, I swear to God, we'll raise that next year. The incentives and bonuses in your contract right now are going to put you right where you want to be. Now, get out there and show me something. You know, and that's all you got to do. Watch guys like that, man. I'm telling you. God. I can't. Hey, fam, who do you want, though? Do you want Flowers? Do you want Barr? Do you want Quinn? What do we do with Robbie Gould? Can we make him a guarantee that he's going to get him to the playoffs next year? Probably not. But we can definitely guarantee him we will be competitive with the stipulation that this team cannot go down with every other guy on IR. And that should be an easy promise to make. And that should be easy to understand, too. You can't win football games with all your guys watching from the stands and at home. So I understand the 49ers' pain. I'm losing my franchise quarterback, who's a damn good one. I'm losing a running back that I wrote my whole playbook around. God dang. Now I got to rewrite it in 48 hours? Oh, man. Anyway. Hey, West Coast 57257. Josh Allen at the 2. Connor Baker, let's go 49ers. Quest for 6. Ronbo owes me money. Jersey, check me out. I got your jersey on. He says, then soaring for 7. Barry Howard, 49ers are now going to use franchise tag to keep Ronbo. Guys did an incentive package. Stevens Cortez, what up, not fam? And what's good? Hey, what's up, Stevens? Stevens Cortez says, I have a question for you. Don't we pick back up Navarro Bowman? Maybe not. Now is Bo now. And he took off a whole season. But you know what? Bo's, all his ouchies and pains will be gone. Bring back Bo and bring back 21. Wouldn't that be awesome? If we could get into the playoff situation this year and look so good that, you know, because they're picking, at NFL Network, they're already saying, once Kyle gets started, that could be the next Belichick. Hashtag Terrell Davis. Hey, Jordan Keller, what's up? Big show, Trey Barr, Clinton Dix, Darby, and we will get set on defense. We don't need Allen if we sign all 4 of these guys. Who do you get? Ooh, yeah, you know, Big Show, for all his madness, he has a point there. You address some of these positions with players that are already bona fide, legitimate, have already proven themselves. You can go into the draft now and gamble. Greedy Williams. I'm just saying, you know. DK Metcalf and the number 1 pick for the 49ers who traded down. Yeah! I am Optimus Prime. Oh, yo, man. Come on, man. You DK Metcalf, but you look like him, though. Daniel Andre says, Monday Night Raw, my favorite time of the offseason. Thanks, Danielle. Chiefs Beast Mode. It says, wait, Rumble, do you remember me from last streams? Yeah, Chiefs, we saw you in there, man. I answered your question, I think, too, didn't I? William Irvs Flowers, Polite, out the draft. Earl Thomas, C.J. Mosley, and we're saying, C.J. Mosley, they're trying to figure out in Baltimore whether they want to franchise tag him or not. Word on the street is they would like to avoid that, but they still want C.J. back badly, which what does that translate to? That says we can't afford him. We're going to try to get him to play for less or an incentive package. Mosley, Warner, together, boom. Billboard reads, coming to Santa Clara in September. Oh, 49 Cent, what's up, man? Rams only scored 3 points. yeah. And that's supposed to be Kyle's student. Kyle must have been shamed that day. Civic Sport Detected FP6. Let's get ready to rumble. I like that one. William Burns says Trey Flowers and Polite can do immediate damage on the edge. Oh. Polite can work the edge, stop the run. He deflects passes, can stop sweeps. And then you could put Trey anywhere you want to between the Sam and the Leo. If Polite is having problems, put Polite's athletic butt back there to Sam. But the thing is with Polite is he'd be better suited coming off that edge with the offensive guard sitting there going, offsides, offense. Oh, would you guys give me a break? Look at this dude. Every time I look up, he's going past me. See that? He's a problem with that. I want to see what Polite does in the 40 in the combine. That's gonna be hilarious. Jeff Tarrant says Robbie does love Chicago. I know, man. He really wants to go home. We need to make deep dish pizza. Well, we got a place over in Van Ness. Is this still? I've been over there in a while. Daniel Andre says deep dish pizza is what I was talking about. Daniel Andre, A+ offseason equals C.J. Mosley, Trey Flowers, Earl Thomas, either trade for Antonio Brown or use a second-round pick to trade back in the mid-first round for DK Metcalf and draft Bosa or Allen. Boy, these things, man, we be putting up all kind of. I wonder what's going on in the big room because I already see the Mayhew, Peters, Kyle, John Lynch, they're all sitting in that big room, man. They got their shirts off, sweating. They've been there for like 2 days trying to figure out what they go do. Do not make a mistake, John. Salvador Brabisca says franchise tag Robbie, and then let him walk next year. Franchise tag Robbie, re-sign Mostert, 2 years, $5 million. Elijah Lee, 3 years, $7 million. Because these are solid backup people and great special teams guys. Pearson, 1 year, $3 million. Person. You talk about the offensive guard, right? Ward, 2 years, $8 million, and they like him a lot. By the way, fam, get ready for Jimmy. I'm telling you, man, get ready. They like him a lot from what I'm reading. $5 million first year, team option second year. Pete Bradley Pinion, 3 years, $8 million. If I could give him an option, I'd say Bradley. You know how you never pin nobody in the corner, and every now and then you shank one. If you don't do that all year, I'm gonna give you a $3 million bonus because you know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe you can do it, man. Anthony Baker, you have the thanks, Anthony. Man, we can shout out to big Anthony Baker out in Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, Tyler! Oh, I gotta put my ears on.
Ronbo.
Tyler, man, the fires have been built, man. I tell you what, we're going into springtime, man. It's looking like so many options and so many players people can't afford. But Tyler, we could have nearly $65 million clear in just a little while.
Yep. Man. Big Show has lost his mind.
I know, Big Show. I don't know, what is he? He took a shot at Mostert? And honestly,
crazy.
Mostert
was
played
running
better.
all over everybody.
Oh, he looked better than Breda. I didn't want to say it because I love Breda. He looked better than Breda in 2 games. And Big Show called him a one-trick pony.
He played more than just 2 games. But
well, I mean, 2 games and he looked better than Breda. And they were both in there at the same time. Mostert was hitting that hole and gaining 6 yards on every carry.
He ran all over the Rams. Even though we got killed by the Rams, he was running all over them.
And what did he do to the Raiders? Boy, him and McGlinchey running all the way downfield. McGlinchey's just knocking, get out of the way. And Mostert's just running behind him perfect, boy.
He looked really good against Green Bay, too.
Ooh, I'm telling you, man, I like Mostert, man. And Mostert plays special teams. That means we can keep him on the field at all time. If anything happens to one of our running backs, he segues seamlessly back into the offense.
Oh, definitely.
So valuable.
Yeah. If something happens, like if Breida can't stay healthy, Mostert will step in and do just fine.
And come right on over for special teams. He's already on the field anyway. See what I'm saying?
That
Damn
dude,
right.
He is a bad dude. Like, I'm kind of angry. Kyle was talking about using it. Like, I can't remember what week it was, but he's like, some point later in the season, we're going to have to start using it. Well, we're going to need him on offense. Well, I wish he had done that week 1. It's like Alfred Morris was fumbling at the 1-yard line. Mostert would have punched that in.
Albert,
like,
you know
think about it.
What are
like,
you going to do with Albert Morris? Is Morris done? I got a feeling he is.
He's gone. I want him out. He didn't do jack for us.
Yeah.
No offense to him, but think about it. The Minnesota game, when Sherman recovered that fumble and he gave Jimmy the ball and they had their little hug thing.
Yeah.
And then we got the momentum from there. We're driving down. We're at the 1-yard line. And then Morris fumbles at the 1, kills more momentum.
And
there were a ton of drops in that game.
Wait, Tyler, what did he say? Yeah, my arms were sweaty. Then call timeout and wipe your arms off. We got plenty of towels on the sideline. You know, I'll never get over him using that for an excuse.
He shouldn't have made any excuses.
Ooh.
He got it punched out.
Mm-hmm.
That's his fault. We shouldn't have been giving him the ball. Okay, Kyle, we ran it on first down. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't give it to Morris again on second down. So, and here's the thing. I see if we use the correct running backs, which we will, we got 3 really, really solid options now with McKinnon, Breida, and Mostert. I love them all. Now, I'm still dying to see how McKinnon looks. I think he'll be just fine. He's going to do a fantastic job.
Remember, he said he's ready.
And, yeah, definitely. And I see, with his new strength staff, think about it. Like, hockey is such a tough sport. You're getting hit the entire game. You have very little recovery time, like 1 or 2 days. So we got the right guys for the job for the strength staff because they're dealing with guys that are bruised and beat up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. And also, I see endless potential in Marquise Goodwin. Like he had 900 yards, missing like 5 games in 2017, and also last year he was banged up, missed a lot of games. Now, some of those he wasn't injured is because he lost his twins, but
emotional stress. He had way too much. And I bet you all during that pregnancy he was freaking out. I hope they don't. It's a selfish thing to say, but I hope they give it a rest this year. Marquise. I love you, man. I just wish you guys would go to a doctor, get something done, and let's get this done. But don't stress out this year. But go ahead, Tyler.
Trust me, I feel like if we're winning, that'll take a lot less stress off. I think he'll want us to continue playing. So
if he's pregnant,
even if something like that were to happen again, like if something like that were to happen again, which I don't hope, I really hope it doesn't. If something like that were to happen, if we're winning, we're having a good season, he'll be fine. So losing just made it a lot worse.
We got to have him. George Kittle had his biggest night because Kittle was on the field. A lot of people do not understand his function is not to make plays on every play. His function is to freak out every defense in the NFL. You have to respect 4-3. You have to. You have no choice.
Yeah.
They'll kill you otherwise.
And here's the thing. I said this last year, but it all fell apart right in front of our faces. Kyle's quietly building a ridiculously incredible offense. Quietly. We've shown Kittle's an all-pro. He's a freaking beast. You already got to give him some attention. Goodwin already needs attention as it is. He's got to take the safety with him if he's going deep. And plus, Pettis is looking really good, potentially a breakout season. So I'm wondering if they're gonna go after a big name receiver, but I doubt it because he probably believes in Pettis. Because honestly, you remember what he said after that Tampa Bay game? He had like 73 yards or something, a touchdown. He's like, I expect more from you.
I know.
So he pushes his guys.
If
so
Jimmy G's out there, you're going to see Pettis to the next level. All of our receivers will go to the next level. This is what's scary about Kittle.
This whole thing.
Level? Whoa.
This whole thing's going to be scary. And, I love what Kyle said. He said Kittle's grind for this season started the day he left here at the end of 2017. That should be the message to the team. He's like, his grind for this year started the day he left at the end of the 2017 season. And then Kittle broke a couple records. So, the work never stopped.
Crazy.
And Pettis, man, that dude, he's going to have a really good season. I just wonder if they're going to add a receiver or two. I'm sure it'll probably be by the draft or undrafted free agency or whatever. because
You know?
obviously you want to keep a lot of young guys. You don't want to be go grabbing old guys. But here's the thing: a couple trade scenarios, which I doubt will happen, but could.
Real
The
quick.
draft, we could trade the second pick to the Jags for Jalen Ramsey and their pick, so they can trade up to 2 and get a quarterback. So we would also swap
And they
picks
need
with
one
them
badly.
and get Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know that they'd want to give him up and swap picks. They'd definitely take him for just the 2.
Okay, but look at it this
and
way,
the-
Tyler. Would you rather suffer another year with Bortles or try to find another cornerback? You know, you gotta figure out which pain is the worst.
Yeah,
the biggest.
exactly. And then the Giants trade straight up just a second pick for OBJ. We're not swapping picks. Just I don't know that they'd take that, but if they get the second pick and all they have to give up is OBJ, they would clear a lot of cap space and also get a really high pick to get a quarterback, and they'd also have their pick to get another big-time player in the draft. So.
But they swear to God, Eli's going to be there next year. All right, Tyler. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for you Thursday. All right, I'm on Thursday.
Yeah,
Well,
they
you
still
Friday.
need to get a quarterback either way.
Yeah, well,
So-
yeah. Do you use your top of the draft pick choice though? That's the thing. But there's no way to know that right now. All right, Tyler. Let me see you Friday. All right.
Definitely.
All right, bro. Good stuff.
Niner Empire, Niner for life. In on the trend. Give me Goat Rapaloo. Pipe bomb.
He's added something new to that. In on the trend. I like that. Aries Niners Mostert improved his fumble issues. That's right. Raheem, I don't know what Bobby did to him, probably threatened his family or something, but man, Raheem stopped fumbling. I mean, the dude was straight money. I loved it when they gave him the ball. He says Mostert improved his fumble issues and was playing well for us until he got hurt. He's underrated, but showed a bit potential in the backfield also. Did you see when he went down? I for the first time I looked at it the other day because I'm looking at the Raider game I'm gonna tell you the truth. I looked at that Raider game about 20 times. When he went down, you could see that arm fold up. Ooh! I said, oh, gotcha. First, even the announcer says, you can look at it if you want. And I says, I never really paid. Oh! Wade Roberts says we signed Trey Flowers and Anthony Barr. We draft Dakota Allen. We get Josh Allen in the first, plus maybe Brian Burns. Well, Wade Roberts is stocking up on the pass rush, ain't he? If you're going to do that, you get some beefy dudes then. Not all, we don't need that many. Christopher Gregg says Mostert is more than just a special teams player, but you have to watch the games to that he looked the best out of all. You know, I didn't want to go that far, but Mostert's a badass running back. Jeff Tarrant, Jerick McKinnon, Matt Breida, Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, and Juice. Solid. Ah, man. Juice is not a... the 49ers still need that big. But if C.J. Anderson was available, you sign him for the minimum. But C.J. says, man, I ain't playing for nobody's minimum, man. Y'all see what I did with the Rams? They wouldn't even made the playoffs if it wasn't for me. Yeah. Christopher Gray, Mostert has an extra gear in open field, don't he? People don't understand. Mostert, look at the times. Everybody's 40. Mostert is the fastest out of every guy on that running back crew. You didn't know that, did you? I didn't know that till I checked in on it. Matt Breida and Jerick McKinnon are a split second apart. Mostert beats both of them. I didn't even know that. You can't tell how fast he's moving. He's one of those kind of guys. So it's 20 to FP6. 6 Lombardi's coming soon. Sir Garcia, what's up, fam? Alex Flores, don't bring back Armstead. Maybe he might, though. I got to tell you, don't get your hopes up of leaving because I think the 49ers think they could use him. Miguel Cuevas, what's up, bro? And Jock.
Ronbo, what's up, baby boy?
Jock, you down in the area, man. Tell me still don't believe this. The Dolphins have signed Tank Carradine. They're getting ready to. And they're telling Robert Quinn to get your ass up out of here right now. Is that right?
Hey, listen, man. If they do that, man, big mistake, man.
I don't understand. I read that. I said, what?
It's a big mistake, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Big Tank is a beast.
Man, I tell you, I'm Robert Quinn. No, when he was in the 4-3, I want that man. If we could get Robert Quinn into camp, take a look at him, I'd like that. But we'll see what happens. Because Tank, man, I didn't know he was capable of taking nobody's job at this point in his career. But the Dolphins seem to think so.
Yeah.
We misused Tank, though.
But listen,
the 49ers
man,
always
I
misused him.
see that dude from Baltimore, C.J. Mosley. He's gonna be a free agent.
Maybe. They don't want to franchise tag him. But if he can't listen to reason, Baltimore reason, he may be leaving. Yeah.
Listen, we need to jump on him quick, man, because it's gonna, ooh man, we got him, and then we got that linebacker we got from last year,
Fred.
Ooh,
Mrs. Flintstone's baby boy. If we picked up C.J. Mosley and Trey Flowers, done. Ooh, done. Anthony Barr also.
Yeah.
Put him in that mix.
Well, I don't know, but Barr probably, Minnesota probably will resign him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I know CJ's going to be out there. And then John Lynch needs to jump on that shit. He needs to jump quick. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they'll be slowing around. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they will.
And then I see there's a wide receiver that Dallas is letting. It's not picking up his contract. I forgot his name.
Yeah. Do you think he's any good? I mean, can he beat out anybody on our team though? Who would sit down for him? Because it ain't Amari Cooper, and the reason they got Amari Cooper is because they didn't think that much of their wide receivers. I was reading about him, but I kept on reading. Because I said he was okay, but I don't know if we got anybody that'll sit down to let him play.
Yeah, but Ronbo, you have to remember now we got two key guys that used to be wide receiver that now are going to coach them boys. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, come on, we're talking about Wes Walker and then that other dude. You know what I'm saying? Those two guys. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you they're gonna take 100% from those players, man. They're gonna make them better.
That's true. But but I'm just saying we have needs above wide receiver, and also if they're gonna go for wide receiver, I think they're gonna go for the home run. People say OBJ is, the owner keeps saying, no, I didn't re-sign him to get rid of him, and that's just baiting the hook. See, that way when you call New York and say, hey, how about some OBJ? Well, what are you willing to offer? And
yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say that earlier I was listening to this dude. He said, you know what? I don't care about OBJ. I don't care about Brown. If we go ahead and pick up that dude from Philly, he used to play. He was the wide receiver for Seattle. What's his name?
Wait a minute, he's in Philly now?
He's in Philly. He after Seattle, he went to Detroit. He used to play with with Sherman.
Golden Tate.
There you go. Yeah, he said, "Give me Tate. That's it. We'll be straight." And I think you know what I'm saying. To me, I think what he say makes sense. Because Tate, will give us more options.
Yeah, no, really.
You know what I'm saying?
Tate's solid. Devontae Parker, as you might know as well, Miami's had enough of Devontae. I'm kind of surprised. He's going to get released too, it appears. Kind of worries me. But,
it's going to be an interesting season, man. Interesting, man. I can't wait for that free agency. It's like, when is it, the 13th? March 13, I think.
I think that's when it's official. Yeah.
Yeah. March 13, yeah.
And those are, you either have to have it turned in by then, or if you got an offer on the table, it becomes legitimate at that point. Put it that way. I'm pretty sure, because I think it starts as early as the 10th, and takes on 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I see Joe Flacco. He going over there to Denver though.
Boy, that's Elway's the worst. He's worse than Balky. When it comes to picking up wide receivers, Trent Balky can't get to a wide receiver. And Elway is the worst quarterback picking dude I've ever seen. And he is a quarterback. Elway does not know what the hell he's doing. God, that's hilarious. What?
That's what. Hey, that's what I'm glad that John Lynch ain't hanging out around him.
Damn. I mean, I think they would have did it better to go ahead and pick up Nick Foles. Between Nick Foles and Flacco, I'd have took Foles. Flacco sucks. And he has sucked since he beat us in the Super Bowl, which is more embarrassing because how the hell did he beat us? But then again, the other team around him was better too, though. But that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
oh man. So Ronbo, you say the combine, when is it?
Combine is 25th. Hey, next week. Yeah, the combine starts next weekend. Next weekend, the combine's underway.
Oh, shoot.
End of this month. And the end of this month is here. Yeah, combine starts this week. Yeah, the combine gets underway this week. 24, 20, yeah. Yeah. So get ready for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's what's up,
Oh, 26, yeah. 26.
But,
yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, they talking about Niners need a running back, a bruiser. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like I don't know. At least if we could find someone like the Bus back in the days,
or C.J. Anderson. Because that dude, man, some of these dudes can go around 225 and around 5'10". It's hard to tackle dudes like that. That's what you want, So we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Jacques, let me say goodbye to you now. I'll see you this weekend, all right?
All right, no doubt, Rom.
All right, fam.
So, hey, have a good night, man, and we'll talk for the combine, man.
Yeah, come to think of it, that's right. But yeah, going into that. Yeah, we might have to do the whole combine. All right, Jock. Have a good night, fam.
All right, take it easy, man.
Hey, Dollar Bell! And I'm not belching because I had anything to drink. I'm just belching because I'm probably overate. Andre Smith says, hey, what's up, Andre? King App 1, sup, fam? And Cynthia says Mostert's average. There it is, show. Read it. Mostert's average. 8 YPC. Oh, my God. He was definitely a badass. I think sometimes show forgets things. I don't know. He just didn't remember. He didn't see Mostert during the course of the season. Maybe he thought that guy out there was somebody else disguised as Raheem Mostert. I'll give him that. Maybe that happened. Okay. Civic Sport ejected FP6. Sup? Booker T. Close the chat. Smash the like. Get back on the chat tonight. This is next Ronbo for the year-round content. Booker T. Appreciate you, fam. You're so welcome, man. I love being here with you, too. William Rivera, Fluffy Ninja. Where have I seen that name, William? Liner Joe Empire. Sup? Jose Perez. What up, Robo? Niners Empire all day. Sterling Holt says, I'm back, Niners. Love from Inglewood, CA. Down in sunny California way, where the palm trees sway, where also McVay is saying my team did not come to play. Oh, Toya Scott, what's up? Toya, you've been away for a while. Good to see you again. Rodney Carnes. I knew it before I read the next line. I knew that was Rodney out of Memphis. What's up, Rodney? And here's that name that he puts like a lot of vowels and consonants in areas that really go against all the rules of English. But let me give it a shot anyway. Ogenhin Tajiro. Jiro. That could be Japanese. Ogenhin Tajiro. You got to do a Japanese style. Everything's Teshuro Mifune. Digital. There it is. Digital. Then he said, Olin Vakapuri. He said, what's up, Ronbo? Niners have to spend money on free agency or we will not have a great season. And they will. But they're going to have to spend intelligently. Don't get the wrong dude is the thing, you know? James. Come on in, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
James, I'm telling you, man, I reading about some of these owners and GMs, especially Belichick, and I knew Belichick was going to tell people, I don't really need you. You need me. I'm not about to pay those high salaries that you guys are talking about. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll let you give you a release and you can go out and do your own shopping. Because Belichick ain't playing. Belichick says, I've been to the playoffs the last 10 or 12 years doing just like I do now. So if anybody coming around here talking about they want a whole lot of money, talk to some of the other guys on this team. Do I be paying y'all a lot of money? All right? Even Tom Brady, James, does not get paid a lot of money. Tom makes his money other ways.
Yeah, it's in the incentives and the bonuses and stuff like that. You know,
Endorsements and things like that. Tom's probably got, and he's got TB12.
Well.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's interesting because I think when it comes to our leader, Kyle Shanahan, I think he has a destiny to basically go in that same approach as Bill Belichick, to not pay these guys the exasperated, extremely big salaries and contracts and all that. And I was just thinking earlier before you came on, and I said, well, a lot of the guys that we got, it's really no new rookies in our receiver corps. You got Bourne going into his third year, Pettis and James going into their second year, Kittle going into his third year, Taylor going into his third year.
5 years. Mm-hmm.
Right. And last year, Taylor had the back surgeries and things of that nature. Then there's Marquise going into the third year in the system. Mm-hmm. And the only other student, more or less, is Stephen Dunbar going into his second season with the Niners. And I just see it like, maybe I'm believing that they'll go after defensive players. I do believe that C.J. Mosley is in the mix. I think Anthony Barr may be the second option. But, Barr, I can say this much. Barr is good at stopping the run and playing right off the middle of the line, like slant patterns. But in coverage, he's got I don't know whether it's from that hamstring issue or what, but there was a game they played against the Rams. And Sean McVay, even though the Vikings lost to the Rams, it was like 40-something apiece. No defense could stop the other offense. And Anthony Barr was getting exposed, man. He was really getting exposed.
And it pissed. They took note of it too. It pissed them off. That's why they're not thinking about franchising him.
Brandon Cooks ate him up in that game, as well as Robert Woods. They would basically, they kept part of that scheme that they run with their offenses. When you see an offensive lineman go to the left or the right, they want the defense to flow with them, because that will give either the running back or a receiver will be sitting over there in the flat 5 or 6 yards by itself, and another 5 or 6 yards before anybody's on them. So,
and also it combats that jet sweep they like to run too.
Right, right. And so, it's like, I'm thinking like, let's go after CJ if we can get him. Yeah. Maybe there's a possibility after Trey Flowers, but I'm not really buying the hype of paying these guys all this great money. Big edge rushers Flowers is okay, but he's not like a havoc wrecker. But at the end of the day, we ain't going to get Clowney. We ain't going to get Demarcus Lawerence because they ain't leaving the state of Texas.
Yeah.
And then there's also an ace in the hole out there too. I don't know if they would be interested in him. But he's a D tackle.
Who?
That boy Crawford from the Cowboys. He's a free agent as well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to, you know, our fans and people in the empire, and they're, you know, listen. I don't know whether it's a statistic or it's a true thing, but when you got a player in Mostert's situation, he showed up the last 2 games he played. He looked extremely good.
Yeah.
But I mean, that really doesn't excuse all the fumbles he made, man. That's the
Yeah, it does.
that's
It
the
does,
thing about
James. It actually does. It shows that he
it. In two
progressed.
games, Romo.
He had more in games than that. In fact, James, he progressed so much, it was shocking. His run ability, and he didn't have any fumbles his last 3 games. Mostert, you got to give the player, if he shows you he's improving, you got to get over the past what he was doing. Because if Bobby Turner got him straightened up in that, you got to respect that.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. What I know about Bobby Turner and watched him coach, where he's got a knack for them young players that he can turn into who he wants them to be. And right now, I mean, between flipping a coin over Mostert, Jeff Wilson, if you ask me, I'm gonna go with the latter.
Well, Jeff fumbled. Now remember, Jeff fumbled way more than Mostert did. So if you're going by fumbles, I don't know, James.
I'm not. Well, I'm saying it like this: if you're saying that he got better from the fumbling, okay, when it continued, there were some games that I'm telling you, we had the momentum up on the team. We were right there. Even last year when we played them, Kansas Spams, who could only put up 3 points in the Super Bowl, a disgrace to football. They should be named the Super Bowl champions of the AAF league. Okay, that's what they should be named. Okay. But at the end of the day, that game last year on a Thursday night, prime time in Santa Clara at the Levi, I mean, this guy is running and left the ball and kept running. I'm like, oh,
James, you've got to get over that.
Bro,
if you was to let Mostert go, if you was to let Mostert go now, after he's putting that in the rearview mirror and put up the kind of games he did. James, we're talking about how many yards touchdown was that he ran against the Raiders? How many yards did he get the couple of games before that? This man he has evolved, James. You've got to get over last year and appreciate what he's doing now.
I'm going to say one thing for sure. We're his 7th team in 4 years. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to put that out there.
I know you do. You put that out there before, and you just don't like him. Yeah, but I'm just saying, on his merits, he has earned a position on his team solidly. Outperformed Matt Breida in one game, and by a long margin. Oh,
Breida had a bad wheel though.
That's okay. My point being is, look how he filled in.
I don't know. It might be a case where Shanahan might even say for the first time he's going to roll with 5 running backs, and that'd be McKinnon, Breida, Mostert, Wilson, and then you count Ustek as a running back also. So that may be the 5, but
they can't afford 5. That would take away from another position too much. And in fact, I'm concerned with them taking 4. Because I don't think he likes to go that deep. But he needs a bruiser, like everybody thinks.
Yeah, he does.
He does need one. I
think Wilson is that bruiser, man.
Could be, because he does run around.
The fumbling part, he's a young rookie running back.
Now, wait a minute. Now, you wouldn't excuse Mostert, but you'll excuse Jeff.
Nah, because Jeff Wilson ain't got, besides college, he's only got one team he signed a contract with. Mostert has got 6 others besides us, and this is in 4 years, man.
That's because he was an undrafted free agent. And also, James, you should know better than anybody. If you're in the wrong system and not the right coaching staff, there's good players that are going to go around like that. You can't hold that against him. Wherever he achieves is where he needs to be appreciated. Now, if he's going to give you a 100-yard game, you cannot look back a year before that and decide to make judgments from that and let that outweigh what he's currently doing. Now, is that fair? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're fair. You're fair with that. You are absolutely fair with that. Well, I'll say this much. I won't be upset with who they keep.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, let's get let's start it off by nailing it in free agency, nailing it in the draft, win that NFC West, and go into that NFC Championship and just manhandle whoever we're playing and get to that Super Bowl.
Hopefully it's the Rams.
I hope it's the Patriots, bro. That we play.
NFC Championship game. I want to see the fight out.
Yeah.
No, well, it's right. They can't be the NFC Championship. It has to be a division thing. But get rid of the Rams. Retribution. James,
they are disappointing and disgusting. They can't sign C.J. Anderson because of Todd Gurley giving them all that money. Todd Gurley is his ego.
I've not heard about that. I hope that's the case. I'm gonna laugh my A off.
They're gonna Anderson is gonna have to go because their money they're paying Gurley. He's got to be that premium back next season. They don't want no excuses or nothing. And
CJ's probably not going to pay for no dirt this year. James, we got to stop though. We're going overtime. Let me see you this weekend. All right, fam.
All right, man. You say this weekend or Thursday?
Friday. I made a mistake. I meant Friday.
Oh, Friday?
Unless something crazy happens, I might come on back. I can't stand waiting sometimes.
I thought you told somebody Thursday, but anyway,
I slipped.
Thank you for everything. Niner Empire, Niner for life. This is our time to rise, man. Yes, indeed.
So
Thank you, Ronbo.
Thank you, James. Have a good night.
You too, man.
All right. Let's see who's going to tell. OYG Sakona says, OYG say, C. McCarver Jr., what's up, fam? It's OYG says he likes your program as well as mine. Well, I tell you what, that's cool. Jordan Kelly, what's up? Kirk Kazerk, love all my Empire. No, love all my Empire fam. And Jim Thurlkill. Ronbo Barbershop, where Brady will always suck, and the same old sorry-ass Rams will suck for all eternity. Antonio McCoy. Hell, A.J. Green may be available. What would that be funny? These are kind of players I can't imagine being free. SFGX Base God says, laugh my A off. Why would you franchise a punter? No, they're not talking about Bradley Pinion. They're talking about Robbie Gould, arguably the best kicker in the game. Yes, you do franchise him if you can't keep him. The best franchiser in the game, you keep. Your everyday kicker, you say. But when Robbie Gould steps up to the tee, straight money. Damn right you franchise him. Unless you lost your mind and don't want to win. Robbie won more games for us last year, I think, than anybody on the team. Cynthia says, queer, if Robbie's fantasizing return to the Bears, who cut him, have some pride, man. The winning. How good will Bears be? Oh, Cynthia, that's so right. I forgot Fangio has left Chicago's vaulted defense. What are they going to look out without Fangio? I didn't even think about that. Good call, Cynthia. Empire Strikes Back, 49ers. Sup, fam? Grundy says, can't believe we have to do all this for a damn game. You guys need to get over that, man. You guys would realize with Robbie G. Boy, that dude, you need a kicker. How many games do you watch and that kick is wide left and the Rams, not the Rams got a great kicker too. But you got a lot of teams. Look at the dude in Chicago. And, he misses the kick. The Rams have beaten. Who was that they lost to in the playoffs? You need a solid kicker. You don't have to worry about when he goes up to that tee to kick the ball. It would be the most ignorant thing in the world for the 49ers to let him leave. And then we do, bring in another kick. Here he comes in, he's missing all kind of kicks, and we'll walk off the field saying, the bitch missed. We're out of the playoffs. Think about that for a moment. How many times do you want to go through that? In the NFL nowadays, games are close in the fourth quarter. Field goals have determined, they determine huge episodes. No. you do franchise your fan if he's Robbie Gould, if he's Zerline, and about 3 or 4 others. Hey, Will.
Ronbo.
Will. We got to, one thing about Will, when he leaves, he's going to have the funniest thing to say. And if you've never caught Will, wait, we got to talk about other things first. Will, people actually they don't understand the importance of Robbie Gould to this team's success. I'm trying to wrap myself around that. But what are your feelings on that?
Man, Robbie Gould is a gold mine to this team, man.
Damn.
He is one of the cornerstones of this team, man. The man is clutch all the time.
As a matter of fact,
man,
Will, didn't we win a couple of games with only Robbie's points? In 2017? I think Robbie went up there and kicked like 3 or 4 field goals and we won by that score. I mean, but go ahead.
So yeah, man, we gotta keep Gold, man. I mean, if they tag him, I'm gonna be glad. But they need to give him a deal. They need to go ahead and lock him up, man.
Yeah, give him what he wants. He wants
we need Gold.
$15 million. Give it to him.
Just give it to him. Just give it to him. Yeah. But to the running back situation, man. Man, look, man, you got McKinnon, Breida, Mostert, and Wilson, man. You got McKinnon who can shake you. You got Breida who can run past you. You got Mostert who can just knife through the holes in through the line, and you got Jeff Wilson who can run over you. Mm-hmm. He can run over you, man. I'm telling you, everybody talking about Mostert. Yeah, Mostert did fumble the ball, but didn't y'all see him when Kyle Shanahan got in his ass? He ain't never did it, not one time.
Yeah.
So he redeemed himself. He redeemed himself after Shanahan got in his ass. So ever since then, he wasn't fumbling the ball. So I mean, you got to keep all 4, man. You got and you can put them in rotation. Mm-hmm. All of them can make plays. When McKinnon went down, Breida showed out. When Breida went down, Mostert showed out. When Mostert went down with his broke arm,
Jeff
Wilson balled out.
And Will, you're right, because Jeff Wilson stays on the side. I dress them all out during the game. Because Jeff, you know what? Mostert's already, I put him in another category. Because Jeff Wilson, and we get to 2 and 3 yard line, I'm not putting Matt Breida and Jerick McKinnon's little light butts out there to crash that line. Jeff likes that shit. Give him the ball.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Jeff Wilson would run over you. I mean, let Morris go. Just let him go, man. I mean, he's gonna have to be the odd man out. But you got to put Jeffrey Wilson on 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Mm-hmm. You need Jeffrey Wilson, man. That dude is a bruiser, man. I'm telling you. So they need to keep all 4. They need to
gain a couple of pounds off the season. Because what is Jeff? About 205, somewhere between 205 and 210. And he's got
around there,
and he got the height. He can put on another 5 pounds. If Jeff Wilson gets to somewhere between 215 and 220, somebody go get hurt, and then they go be on our team.
No,
Jeff!
I'm telling you, man, they got to keep all 4. They got to keep all 4, man. Now to the free agency, man. Man, look, man, I know I've been promoting veteran edge rushers, man, but man, after I saw his polite highlights, man. That dude ain't really polite. The dude is rude, man. The dude is rude on that field, man.
I'm telling you, Tony put him in his. I'm telling you, he could be the guy. Polat is ranked number 3, somehow behind Rashawn Gary, and Bosa's number 1. Polat's, people aren't paying attention. Polat's ranked ahead of Josh in more than one site. The boy is crazy.
Polite is the right. He has everything that you need in solid scheme, man. The dude is tall. He got long arms. He really don't have to bend because he's so explosive off the line that he gets off before the lineman even gets set. So he really don't have to. Bend. All you gotta do is just use his arms, and he gets to the quarterback. I mean, after watching his highlights, man, it was so many highlights of him going past the lineman and knocking the ball out the quarterback hands soon as he cocked it, and they were fumbles. They were considered as fumbles. I mean, the dude is a playmaker, man. And the way he stopped the run, oh my goodness, the dude can engage off you so quick.
He's
stop
heavy.
that run.
He's heavy.
Yeah, he's heavy.
He's 165. I think he's 6'2", 165 of pure speed. That's a freak, because he shouldn't be that kind of quick. Huh?
Man, the dude lightning quick. And in them sweeps, let them sorry ass Rams run all them sweeps up and down sideline.
Polite will be waiting.
Polite would be waiting. The dude's smart because he don't go for the fake. He stays at home and sees what's going on, and then he attacks. So
because he's got the speed to do so.
Rushers.
Yeah.
Right, you got some of them edge rushers that fall for the okie doke, but this dude, man, he got it. I can tell he got a heavy IQ. The dude can ball, man. So I wouldn't mind getting him for the second pick. I mean, I hope they do. I pray they do. I forgot about Josh Allen after I saw Polite, so I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna be real with you.
No, I seen it. He is faster, and Josh Allen is not slow. So that's crazy. But I made that same conclusion. I said, Polite, that dude moves like a damn bullet. I know Josh Allen loved, but man, this dude that's crazy. 260 something.
Yeah, man.
Moving like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Man, that dude a beast. But yeah, man, like, man, I want Trey Flowers, man. If he's available, man, I want Trey Flowers, dog. That dude, man. I mean, we all watched the Super Bowl. The dude was a difference maker, man. That dude was balling. I mean, Trey Flowers would be a great addition, man. Him and Polite, and then you get C.J. Mosley as one of the linebackers, man.
Game over.
If we don't get Earl Thomas, man, game over, man. And then if we don't get Earl Thomas, which I pray we do, but if we don't get Earl Thomas, man, you get Ha-Ha. I would prefer Ha-Ha. If Ha-Ha is not an option, I would go for Adrian Amos. I mean, he came from the came from the Vic Fangio defense, man. And the dude, he smart. He a hitter too. So he have good IQ skills. But I mean, if you get that, we'll be straight. Now, on the other hand, it does kind of boggle your mind a little bit because you always in the back of your mind be like, well, I could give Jacksonville the second overall and get Jalen Ramsey. I mean, that's gonna have you itching. It's gonna have you itching because
they're coming up. They're coming up in the draft.
I want to do it.
And don't let the Cardinals fool you. They are not gonna stay with Rosen when they got Kyler Murray out there I mean, he's right there because you ain't gonna get Kyler. Rosen's in the second year and hasn't proved anything. Kyler Murray's upside is through the roof. I didn't know what they were talking about until I seen it. God, the mighty that boy can play. Oh
yeah. Man, do the ball, man. He'll beat out Rosen. He'll beat out Rosen in the quick second. He'll beat out Rosen. He'll beat out Rosen. And I wouldn't put it past me to Arizona to get Quentin Williams because they plan on letting what's that dude named Nagichi, whatever his name is. They're talking about letting him go.
I know what you mean because he's been sorry since he got hurt and everything else. But they could get actually what you're saying. I don't know how far Quentin was going to fall in this draft, but they give away their second round. Somebody trades up. Wait, they give them Rosen. They'll trade Rosen for a first round pick. They go ahead and they take Kyler, and then they go whoever traded in the second pick, whether it's the Jets or whoever, to get Rosen, and then they get somebody else. They could make themselves so fat and so potent in this draft that we need to be concerned. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Yeah.
Cardinals could be coming up quick. Because, man, I do not want Kyler Murray. Good Lord.
Man, look, that ain't going to fade us, man. I'm telling you, man, everything is falling. I can feel that everything, basically I can see that everything is falling into place for us in the division. Because the Rams going to fall. They did all that foolish stuff they did and still didn't win the Super Bowl.
and made themselves look bad in the Super Bowl.
Cardinals.
Maybe
Cardinals probably ain't gonna do much of nothing. They may do something.
But keep an eye on them. Well, we got to stop. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you about. Let's do this Friday. Be looking for you.
All right, man.
Here it comes.
All right, man. Not near proud, man. For Rudy, Rams lost, and he broke. And my name is Sean McVay, and I got out coach, and I only have $400,000 left in my bank account. I can't buy nobody. I can't keep nobody. I got to start from scratch.
Will's adding to it every day. All right, Will. I'll see you the weekend.
All right.
Oh, God.
All right, man. Talk to you later, man.
All right. I love it. In San Francisco, San Ramon and the NFL, we will trade out a second. Come away with Jalen Ferguson. Could be. Because the 49ers ain't going for that. He ain't coming to the combine, so we have decided no way. Montez Sweat in the mix. Both are beasts, and both played under Shanahan in the Senior Bowl. And that's so possible. Paul Salvi says Mostert had a 7.7 average. He's got to be our third back, if not two, behind Jack. I said that, but I like Matty B. I still want Matty B to be there, but I want Mostert on special teams. If something goes wrong, Raheem! I want to be able to do that. Christopher Gray, I saw T.J. Caucus' tape and don't compare to Metcalf. He goes and gets the ball, could go top 10 if he runs a 4.4. I've already had my dream of Hawkinson and Kittle, the two-headed tight end monster. Kyle's sitting on the sideline. He's having so much fun with that duo that he's laughing. What are you going to do? Let's say if somehow you get AB, and now I got, oh, my Lord. Oh, God dang it. Because you could put George Kittle in a flanker position anywhere else on the field. Hawkinson is a beast. Oh, Ron Cummings says, rumors keep swirling about the Niners trying to trade for OBJ. I know they're serious. They're serious. And the the Giants were trying to trade him last year until the Patriots got too aggressive. And the Giants says, hey, why do they want, what are we missing here? Maybe we should keep OBJ if he wants him that bad. All right. Bill, no. So, that's why OBJ spent another year, because Belichick was all over that. Booker T. Barr is a linebacker, way cheaper than a defensive end, but still can rush the passer from the Sam. Good value. See, you know what? That's what I keep thinking about both of them. Trey Flowers probably want to keep him in the edge, but Barr he can't be lazy out there, no, Booker T. That kind of worried me. That really pissed him off in many. Come, boys. I like the name. What's up, fam? Miguel Carruevas. Hit that like button. Thank you, Cuevas. Miguel. He said, hey, big homie in them. What's up, fam? Warner DeLu. He said, hey, Ronbo. That's what's up, fam. Can I get a... I know! Thomas Flowers on free agent pickups. And then we need a couple O-linemen. Then go heavy on defense in the draft. I got a feeling the 49ers are going to pull one of them dudes. Is Risner or what's that other guy? Because both of them are supposed to be slated to be available in the second round. Now, do you use your second round picks? There's a lot of strategies involved here, but it's all gonna predicate on what they do in free agency. Dean, come on in, Dean.
Ronbo, what's up?
Dean, so much is up, it's ridiculous. The plan for the future, man. Let the shades up, let the sunlight into the Santa Clara facility. It's looking awful bright. Oh my God.
Oh, it's looking beautiful. Hey, so earlier, you guys were talking about OBJ. Someone talking about like trying to get rid of the second round pick for OBJ. The Patriots, I guess, pushed really hard for OBJ today.
Today,
I'm not sure
they're
what
still at it. Okay.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you said today. They. What would you say about today?
Yeah, today. Because I read an article saying that they were pushing super hard for OBJ.
Because they know Josh Norman's not going to work.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, oh man, it's just crazy. Like OBJ and Brady, that'd just be like, that'd be crazy.
He always, Belichick gets this every year, though. Belichick makes a fool out of another GM somewhere every year. Every year.
Well, he did it like a few years back when he got Moss, man. He freaking, Brady and Moss connection. We saw how that went.
This is what he does.
Yeah. So, I thought it was pretty crazy. It was like, yeah. But yeah, earlier today too, you were talking about Devontae Parker.
Yeah.
I would really like to grab him. He's been having like major problems with his hand. He didn't do too well this year, but
No,
the
he's
year
terrible.
before, he did really good.
He's
And I feel like
athletic.
if he has I feel like if he has like Shanahan there, like working with him, I feel like he could be really good too.
Wes
you know?
Welker. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He would have all the guidance in the world. 49ers, they're going to look at that. He's going to get released, so you're not going to give up any capital for him. Just bring him in, say, Devontae, you've had a bad break. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give you a package. Take a look at that. See the incentives all below the blue line. You make that happen, and you will be a wealthy man. Can we get a deal? You know, that's what you do with guys like
exactly.
that. Show me contract.
Exactly. Like either him or, somebody said Golden Tate too. I mean, I don't want to bring in too many Seattle people, though, because if we got Earl Thomas and then we bring in Golden Tate, too, I wouldn't really like that. There's too many Seattles, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many Seattle players, you know? Like,
well,
all my friends are Seahawks fans. I don't want to get a bunch of crap. So let's
I forgot about
pick
that.
One of them. Pick one of them.
They do the same thing to us. Everybody that we drop, they seem to swoop up. I mean, I understand they're letting Mike Davis go this year, it looks like, or they're not real urgently trying to sign him. But, you know, they pick up a lot of our players. And if it's a good football player, it's a good football player. So you got to look at that. But, you know, I know what you're saying about Seattle Seahawks fans. Oh, you guys couldn't win unless you brought our players in to help you. See, that would be annoying.
Yeah.
That's a slap in the face type of remark. What? And maybe a pimp slap.
Yeah.
Bam. Bam. You know? So.
Yeah. No, and I didn't notice this until somebody said something, too, like Bowman, he didn't play at all this year.
Yeah, I know.
Like that'd be awesome if we could just grab him. Like I'm surprised the Raiders didn't grab him.
Well, the Raiders could have. They could have re-signed him. Honestly, Dean, and to be frank about he's not a modern day linebacker, especially for the 4-3 when you got to drop in coverage. He's a 3-4 guy, and how Fangio calls him actually.
Yeah.
Because he's still got some football in him, but he's got to be that kill the running back guy, you know? He used to be good at coverage, but, you know, the injuries kind of took that ability away from him. So he's mostly an on-ball guy, so.
Yeah. No, I guess that's true. Another thing I just want to put out real quick, too. Man, we need Robbie so bad. We need Robbie Gould.
No.
So bad, man. Like what you said, just a 3-year deal, you know, give him what he wants. I mean, kickers are like very rare now. Like especially that curse happened this year. Like all those good kickers missing a bunch. Like
those are just good kickers.
We're sitting over here. We're like, then we're sitting over here with Robbie Gould. It's just like, oh, what? Oh, kickers are having a bad season. We didn't notice. Our kicker's been making everything. You know.
You know how many guys got their feelings hurt? I mean, could you imagine some of these teams, or some of these fans of some of these teams, and they're sitting there with their heart pounding, 100 miles an hour, sweat rolling off their head. Their kicker's about 45 yards out. That's a hard kick for him. Of course, he misses wide right, wide left, and they lose the game. Oh, man, I'd be a basket case after that. But with Robbie steps up to the tee, you know damn well he's going to make it. That is a confidence you got to have. Whew.
Yeah, no, exactly. But, I got to go, Ronbo. I got to put the kid to sleep. I just wanted to come in here and just say some stuff real quick.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, sing him a lullaby. All right, dude. Good to hear from you. See you this weekend, all right?
Yeah, see you on Friday.
All right, dude. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Bye.
Oh, dude. What a good dad. Freddie Goon Mano. I love that name. Cleveland Farrell, Thomas, KJ Wright, Brown. Would be nice. Anthony Castro was his trade number 2 to the Giants for OBJ. Then you grab Earl Thomas, and then draft Greedy. You know what? That is, boy. You still need that edge covered though. So you got any money left, and you should, because you got, as I said, $65 million. And think about you got to still take care of Buckner for next year, because they ain't gonna fool around with Buckner. We're not going to arbitration next spring with Buckner saying, I don't know. You know, I love you guys, but my agent says, hey, see, there he is. I got to go. All right, please work something out. So you don't want that. So anyway, they're going to extend Buckner in the offseason, or this year. James Anderson, John Lynch, he's stopped sitting on his hands. We need to make big statement of free agency. Guys, make one thing straight. John is aggressive as hell. We don't always get the yes from these people because everybody knows that story. I believe that story of the Raiders denying the 49ers. And there's been a couple other guys they made lukewarm offers to because of certain reasons. And you remember, you got Parag Marathi sitting in the back room or in the other office as John's on the phone. Don't do it, John. John, hang up the phone. Let me talk to you. You know, Parag is on this because he's got things mathematically figured out and projects forward of what's going to be a disaster. Because we don't want to end up like the Rams. We get all these guys and can't afford to keep our own people. We go into the playoffs and get our ass killed in the first round of the playoffs. See, you got to be careful with that. You know, everybody wants to be really aggressive and go for everybody and end up with $10 in a till after it's done, but we got all the players we need. You got to be careful of that. This is why they say you got to work through the draft as much as you can. So I understand their pain. See, you know, it's hard for me to even say this name. I would just call him GLH. He's a good-looking, he's of the Caucasian persuasion. He says, Ronbo! Peter North. Oh, yeah, good. Peter North here, old porn star. It just gets worse and worse with him, doesn't it? The 69ers need another quarterback. That was a comedy relief. T-Money sacked out. Me and my girl, Mary Jane, hanging out watching Ronbo Sports. T-Money! Oh, I got the flag thrown on me. I got to quit. T-Money, we do not encourage that on this program. Booker T says I gotta go to bed for work. Y'all hold it down, smash that like Niners all day. Booker T, it's good to hear from you in any form, fam. Have a good night. See you later. Michael Ellis says Niners need no quarterback, got a starter and a great backup, Mr. Good Looking. He's talking to that GLH dude. Niners sickness. What up, Niner fam? Benji Polo Matois. Matois. What's up, Ronbo? Benji Polo in the house. And should I say Benji Polo? Polo. No, it's two vowels, long sound. Polo. In the house. He says, thank you, Ronbo. 2019, 49ers strike back. Let's go! Niners knock 'em cold. Niner Empire no longer be quest for 6. Next year we'll be soaring for 7. Lynch and Shanahan know what's up, and they know how to get it done. And James Anderson says all our draft picks should come out of the ACC and SEC. Oh, good. We need players with size and speed. James, we so agree. High five, man. Bam. In fact, I'll take the next round. Barkeep, yeah. Bring him whatever he wants and bring me tequila. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Tequila. Hey, and Jeff Tan says defensive coordinators next year are going to be sleepless, worried about George Kittle. You know, boy, George Kittle is going to bring a whole new dimension to what's going to happen next year, how teams look at the 49ers. But can Kyle use him like he used all the other number one receivers? Because quite frankly, no matter how you look at it, the 49ers already have their number one receiver. It's that wild man Kittle, who after the catch is insane. Kittle catches the ball with one hand, gains his balance. There goes George. Oh, man, they chase him down. George picks up 50, 60 yards. They finally drag him down. If somebody would just catch up with George and run flank for him, all those would have been touchdowns. Look for McGlinchey to do that next season because McGlinchey's crazy, man. That dude will leave the line of scrimmage in a minute to go hurt somebody way downfield. Jalen from Dalton says, I heard the Bears might trade Robinson or Gabriel so they can have Cap. Should we trade for one of them? Okay, I got to go read this. I'll be back to you on that. All right. And 96 says, like T-Money, I'm hanging with my girl MJ and my boy Lenny watching. Y'all be having a good JT.
Hello?
JT, you've heard the story, right? Some people don't understand. Robbie Gould is straight money. And the 49 says he ain't leaving, y'all. Even if we at the F team, he ain't leaving. That's one thing. And Bill Belichick says he is not about to franchise tag Trey or Trent Brown. And the Vikings have had about enough of Anthony Barr for reasons unknown. So all these are coming into play. JT, what's on your mind?
You know, I would like to have Trent Brown back, you know, to help out the O-line, especially when Joe Staley goes back when he calls it quits. I could see Trent Brown on one side and McGlinchey on the other.
Ooh, man!
Can you
if
imagine?
we could just get Trent to run block a little better, that's very important to Kyle.
I think Trent Brown got some discipline over there in New England.
Yeah, I know. Belichick don't play that. If I ask you to do something, I expect it to get done. All right, that's all I'm going to say. And and Trent says, "Holy shit, that dude is scary, man. I'm gonna have to go get on my job." And he did. Trent did. He did not. Nobody touched Tom, but a couple of times all year from his side at the most. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So can you imagine? Yeah, I'd bring in Trent Brown, but if we don't go that route. I hear some callers talking about yesterday of if they asked you if they thought of a cornerback better than Jalen Ramsey. And to be honest with you, when I was thinking about it, and I read some articles, I did a little bit of YouTube homework, and I was thinking about it. I think Nick Foles, he might go to Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I keep forgetting. We all keep forgetting that as we keep on trading up with Jacksonville. Nick Foles is so on his way to Jacksonville. I keep forgetting about that because they want an experienced quarterback to come in and run that offense. They could still draft in case because Nick is not like a franchise type kind of guy, not really. So they might still want to get that kid that they know is the future. Maybe.
But he is proven.
Yeah. Nick is definitely proven. Yeah. And he ain't that old.
So,
what is Nick, 27?
Yeah, he's still 27. He didn't even hit his prime yet.
Yeah. I hear you. Jacksonville would be –
but
Elway would have been smart to go that direction instead of going Joe Flacco.
Back to my point. My point was Jason Verrett, man, I'm telling y'all, Niner Empire, do your homework. First 2 years before he got injured, I know he was injury prone throughout his career. But when this guy's healthy, man, this guy's a freaking ball hawk. I like to see him right there with Richard Sherman.
Could be.
I don't know, man. If the Niners went that route, that'd be a cheaper option too.
Yeah.
We can get him, Earl Thomas, and C.J. Mosley or Flowers from New England.
All of them are going to be in the mix. I got a feeling all of them will be approached because you're going to get outbidded by somebody, And
yeah.
Even though the Rams ain't got no money, expect them to be aggressive. Rams will say things like, listen, we don't have a first-round pick until 2021, but we'll give you that. And we'll also give you this. And, maybe a little something underneath the table. And we got parties coming up in L.A. that you'll be the major guest, and we've got ways to take care of our guests. You start doing all kind of crazy things. Because the Rams they're funny when it comes to making deals, man. I don't tell them what's going to happen in L.A. So we got to still keep them on.
Hey, Ronbo.
Watch.
Here's another thing, and this is off that subject here completely. I read another article saying that if the 49ers was to trade for OBJ, the 49ers would only trade for OBJ. They would give up the first round pick this year for OBJ, as long as they would give back a third or a fourth round pick in return.
Yeah, because that first round pick, they could go get the quarterback. Because this is Manning's last year, and he's subject to fail. So they got to have a quarterback this year. Pretty much the Giants do. But the thing is, they'd have an awesome set of triplets if they could hold on to OBJ. So I with Saquon Barkley and OBJ, man, that's a dream team. So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. But somebody said, Dean just said Patriots are aggressively going after OBJ even as we speak. What are they offering?
That wasn't today. He said he made a mistake. I read that article too. That wasn't today. That was something they pursued last year.
Yeah, I knew about that last year. Yeah, scared the Patriots. It actually scared the Giants off. They quit because of that deal.
Yeah, that was an article that was out that came
last
out
year.
Today. I read that article too.
Well, see, I knew about that. That's why I was wondering, is Belichick back at it again? But then again, you're not supposed to be trying to make deals right now anyway. So you're right. It couldn't have been this year. It's probably the rumors being rehashed by writers possibly. So.
But I ain't losing my hope, man. I ain't worried. I'd rather see AB come to San Francisco and and like I was telling you yesterday, go that route because, man, that's just unstoppable. Mm-hmm. I don't see any opposing defenses stopping that, man.
Oh man, I tell you what too.
With the Hawkins,
you were talking about Trent Brown a minute ago. Dalton Risner, and Jonah Williams. These are the guys the 49ers we may get our feelings hurt in the second round because both of those guys are probably not going in the first round. Maybe, but maybe not. Because the defense is what everybody's working on. But Risner or Williams, if they end up in the second round, a lot of us going to be mad as hell as the 49ers go pick up one of them dudes instead of my boy DK Metcalf. Oh, no, because I know it. I can feel it. Stanley's on his last year or two.
Beast,
you let
man.
these guys train behind him. Oh, we are set.
That boy right there is a beast, and he's a big body. He ain't got all the speed in the world, but when he got a big catch radius.
I know. If you try to defend him, you're gonna get hurt too. That's what I like about him. JT, we gotta go. Hey, JT, let me see you Friday though, fam. All right.
All right, Ronbo. You take care. You guys have a good night.
You too. Night, JT.
All right.
Oh man. Dre Berry, what's up, man? Dre Berry checking it. And Donabell says, did anyone see that Tom Brady interview during Super Bowl week where he admitted Giselle does witchcraft and apparently has been doing it for years and at his alternative pics of their kids and altered pics of their kids. I knew that about Giselle. The first time I seen her up in that booth, I knew there was something about that woman that was probably scary. There it is. Boy. And don't believe that stuff they got about Halloween witches looking like hell. See, they don't necessarily have to look like that. Giselle. Boy, Tom. Michael Ellis says, I wish everybody would stop saying we need wide receiver this year. We can win with what we got offensively. AB would just make it that much better. I so agree with that. The 49, I don't know why people think that. When you don't have to do anything but run a route, because see, the elements in Kyle's system are going to make most of those guys running free. See, that's why George Kittle says, playing for Kyle is so much fun because he makes it so easy for you. Because when you got guys running out there that's wide open, they don't even believe it. But they start to believe it after a while because it's all the time, And there's Jimmy G looking right, throwing into what looks like a vacated spot. Here comes the receiver, in stride, boink. You don't have to have that all-star receiver. You really don't. Michael, you're right. You're absolutely right. Daniel C., what if Lynch and Shanahan surprises poop out of us and brought in AB and OBJ? You never know. Just for the reason I just stated, that's not going to happen. One of them, but not both. That's too much money, for two. And as I say, it's not necessary. But we do need to defend. And Kyle's probably got a thing about defense ever since the last Super Bowl to the Patriots with what about 5 minutes to go, and the defense just folded. Alonzo Westbrook's Niners Empire for Life. John Taylor, ex-wide receiver of the 49ers, is receiving the Black College Hall of Fame award. Good. He says, wow, what a wide receiver opposite of Rice, the dynamic duo of the 80s. I love him. And wouldn't that be, we're going to have that again, though. Man, who would it be? Dante and who? Because I got to tell you, man, I got a feeling about Dante. Jim Thorokill says, get them all. We have cash, man. Get Flowers, get Barr, get Mosley. Draft Devin White, and trade a third and fourth for Jalen Ramsey. I like your trades. Because anytime you can get capital like that for trades, that's why you have those draft picks. You use them like money. Yosef, baby, is what up? I see you doing your thing, keeping the Empire on top. Let's get it. The 2019 season, quest for 6 and soar for 7. We'll be saying that next year, boy. Boy, Rudy will be sick. Well, I said, Rudy, we told you he was coming, man. We just need to stop getting hurt. Not a gang. Richard Pryor says, hey, what's up, Rich? Yeah, Dolomite. What's up? We got John on the phone. Come on in, John.
What's up, Ronbo?
John, I'm telling you, man, I'm John, we ain't talked a long time. John, man, we sit back here. Because if you took a break from it, I understood that because we wasn't doing nothing. But we might be doing something now. Get ready to make some noise.
I'm still listening. Still listening, man.
We got Robbie Gould. Robbie's trying to get back to Chicago. 49ers said, no, you ain't going to Chicago. You may as well get yourself comfortable right now as we will tag your butt. And there's some guys showing up on the radar in free agency already. Trey Flowers. I'm talking Trey Flowers and Anthony Barr. Robert Quinn. Trent Brown is out there because Belichick says, I ain't paying these people. I don't think any of them worth the franchise tag. Can you imagine saying Trent Brown is not worth the franchise tag? Trent's probably sitting at home saying, the hell I got to do? I didn't let nobody touch Tom in weeks, Bill Belichick.
Pancake jokers.
That's hilarious.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
I think we need to look at Corey Littleton, too.
Corey Littleton. Yeah, his name's been mentioned a lot. And Corey's going to be available too, ain't he?
Yes, sir. I think he'll be a big help. He's from the bracket. He knows what to bring already.
Mm-hmm. So, forces a lot of fumbles and turnovers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's something that we could make an addition and make some headway. But we got to get one of those edge rushers in the draft. That's the number one priority.
And try to get one on the free agency.
Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter which one, but it's got to be an edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
First pick. That's my take. But the free agency is wide open, man. Having one of those name brand receivers would help us. It'll take some pressure off of Kittle.
Mm-hmm.
Open up a whole lot more things.
Mm-hmm.
The running back situation, I don't want to see none of them leave, but if it's got to be one, let it be Morris. And hopefully we stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And we steamroll everybody.
Mm-hmm. And make sure that Jeff Wilson gets plenty of red beans and rice and cornbread all off season long. I want that boy to gain 5 to 10 pounds. That's all I ask of him, because Jeff don't care. If you're standing in the way, he's coming through. I like him for that reason.
He like to run over people. Yeah, he does that now. He does like to run over people. I'm gonna I don't know what James have against Mostert, man, but
last year, James got mad with Mostert last year. He can't get over it. Yeah, he is not concerned with Mostert's doing this year. Last year, he fumbled the ball, and that was it for James. Get him out of here.
Yeah, he's still knocking Mostert, man. Mostert showed up when we needed him, so.
Mostert.
And he's a special teams player, so it's kind of hard to knock Mostert.
No, he ain't going anywhere. He was never going anywhere anyway, if for no other reason than special teams. When you got a gunner of that caliber, you don't just get rid of him. And you got a gunner that could come in and outplay your number 2 running back on certain occasions. Oh, is he valuable? And they ain't paying him enough money, whatever they paying him. Oh.
You really think they going to let Robbie go, man?
No. He gets franchise tag. We cannot afford to have them kickers. You know how many kickers around the league get up there and the nerves or something go out on them and they miss? Oh, Robbie does not miss. So we got to have him.
You know, it's a lot of people saying that the Bears going to be good, but the Bears lost their defensive coordinator in Fangio. Yes. So
people don't understand. Remember when we lost Fangio?
Yeah, we looked a whole lot different too.
Yes.
When they say who were they gonna look like, I said they gonna look like us when we lost them.
Mm-hmm. Like ass. We got our brains beat out as soon as Fangio left.
Yeah, we did, man.
God.
Hey, but I got a question for you, Ronbo. Do you really think if Earl Thomas came that we would let Colbert go and possibly gain another receiver other than Antonio Brown or or Odell?
You know, well, that's $100 million question because Colbert, it depends on who they think has the biggest upside. And we got so many safeties. Ooh, I'm telling James, John, we got behind that position, you got Colbert. And I think Kwaski T's going to be considered in that spot too because Kwaski can play both spots. So he could probably go in the box too. But you got him, you got DJ Reed, Jimmy Ward. From what I'm reading, they really like Jimmy Ward. They like his work ethic. So you talk about 4 or 5 dudes playing free safety. And then you got
Harris cat.
You got Harris and Harris.
Marcel Harris.
Yeah. We only got 2 guys in the box, basically.
So that's my thinking. I'm thinking they're gonna let one of those guys go, man. Now who I don't know,
but Antonio, you know
if
what?
They let one of them walk. I'm listening.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Kwaski and Marcel battle out for the box, but they're gonna keep the youngest guys on the top, and that's gonna be AB and DJ Reed, and I don't know what. Jimmy Ward, they talk about it like they cannot let him go. I think Jimmy might have to be the guy out. But I don't know. He gets hurt, and you can depend on that. If I'm the owner, if I'm Jed, I'd say, guys, can I talk to you a minute? Yeah. Listen, I know what you're thinking. I don't want any of the kids gotten rid of, if you know what I mean. I know the free safety's got a bunch of guys. Okay. Let me say this. I do like Colbert. And I do like Reed. Okay, that's all. I just wanted to say that much. You guys want to have coffee next week, let me know. And then, of course, they're going to be sitting there thinking, damn, what did he call here for? He could have told us we're not going to keep Jimmy Ward. Okay. And that's not going to make a lot of people mad either. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I don't know. Jimmy did show up this past season, though. I mean, even though he was ridiculed a lot, he did ball out. I mean, like, it may not have seemed like he didn't, but he really showed up to me.
He was more dependable than AC. But AC had the sophomore slump. What if AC comes into camp just raising hell this year?
What's your take on Witherspoon?
I still no comment. We got to go, John. But listen, you know what? I still think he competes. I don't know if they bring in Rams or somebody, But he showed me something his last 2 games before he went out. He started keeping that corner clean. Most people didn't notice it, but I did.
I think he was just getting into form right when he got injured.
Yeah, just before. I mean, he was looking back for the ball. His timing was right. He was reading the body language of the receiver. He was just doing things right, as if he finally picked up what they were trying to teach him. I wouldn't get rid of him. I want to see him at least in training camp. That's me.
I say we give him another shot. Yeah. Ronbo, I know you got to go, man, but I'll get back with you Friday, man.
All right, John, I'll be looking for you.
And for sure, man.
Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night.
Okay. All right, you too, Ronbo.
And Hank Moody says, everybody's talking about OBJ and Brown. Who we really need is A.J. Green. Dude is never in trouble and always productive as hell. Just a straight ball player, and he knows Cincinnati ain't going nowhere. Did he get hurt? How serious was Green's injury? Because all I know is I thought I heard he got hurt. Hopefully he can come back from that. Hopefully it wasn't nothing but an ankle or something. Mr. Joe Pappy says, I'm a defense guy. We defense need edge times too. And some help in the secondary, Earl T. But the Niners definitely need Antonio. I guess he's saying Antonio. Oh, another weapon for Jimmy. I don't know if they really need a bunch of other weapons, though. Because Jimmy, if you're out on the field, he's going to find you. Because we've seen that when he first came in. And he wasn't loaded with weapons then, and he was shredding defense. He's got good weapons now, much better than he did that last year, 2017. It's all about the program. How fast can Jimmy grasp it and start applying it? Because he was trying to grasp it in that last year before he got hurt. But I think he should be up to speed now. David Ciro says, what's up, Dave? Daniel C. Shanahan is a genius. I'm telling you, watch and see what he brings to our team in the next month. So, boy, he's preaching to the choir down on. I know, man. The dude is bad. 49ers and Rockets Rider. Niners Empire, what's going down? PB Zo. It says, coming from the 7th to 18th, NYC, right? Hey! You are the real champ, 2 legit edge rushers. Best believe we will be in the Super Bowl. Niners! People don't know what the 49ers defense would be like if we got pressure from the outside. You see, that's what makes Robert Saleh's defense so effective. That's why I keep trying to tell my boys, Trez and Trey. See, they still talking about Robert Saleh. I'm talking about give me an edge rusher. If I had a choice between the two, if I got Robert Saleh standing here and I got this fiendish edge rusher on the other side, Robert, go sit down. Come on over in here, son. I got a job for you. And now let's get to work. Trez, I'm looking at you, man. You know, don't call me, Trez. I'll call you. Stevie. Come on in, Stevie.
Ronbo. What's up, Ronbo?
Oh, good to hear from you, Stevie, man. In fact, Stevie, it's that time of year. I just realized it's time for you to come up with that wisdom and all of them draft picks and them free agents, man. We'll talk about that a little later on. But what's going on with you now?
All right. First off, it is Robert Bobby Saleh's fault. Our defense sucks, so he do got to go. I don't give a damn who we get.
Stevie comes right in and gets on my case on that.
Oh, yeah, Rumble. He got to go. I told you I got the insight on why the defense was so trash.
I just remembered that
so
you did, too.
It was him calling the bad plays.
Yeah.
On top of that, so now we got, what's the dude name from Denver, the DC from Denver that we have? That's
Woods.
passing game coordinator.
Joe Woods.
Yeah, Woods.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be
surprised.
My bad. My bad. I was talking about something. But don't be surprised though if we get any guys from the Broncos this year, like Shaquille Barrett, maybe Bradley Roby or Brandon Marshall, guys like that we actually do need on this team right now because he was a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised if we get any of them on a good deal as well because they could fit it. Exactly. And I feel 3 needs. You got Shaquille Barrett who could play the Sam and rush off the edge. You got Brandon Marshall who could play the Michael the Will. And you got Bradley Roby that could play corner on the opposite side. That could be a veteran presence. So that's
Steve,
three holes right
there. Are those
there.
guys available to leave though? Are they?
Yeah, they all free agents this year.
Oh, Bradley Roby's a free. Elway. I don't know what he's doing over there. Man, Elway is picking up Joe Flacco and letting all those guys walk. That would be crazy. But go ahead.
Exactly. So, and then I was on AB's live, Antonio Brown's live, and he was like, he's determined. I don't know what somebody said something to him or whatever happened on top of all the stuff that's going around, but he's like, yeah, I'm the number one. Like, he's boasting on himself. So, but he kept saying he only wants guaranteed money. So that's going to play a factor in us trying to get him, because we could trade for him, but he wants guaranteed money. He said he's not going to play himself like that and not get guaranteed money. So, I mean, we got the money to do it. And then they only asking for a third round now.
But you know what? He said he's not asking for a contract to be reworked. Like some people thought, as soon as you get there, all right, we need to renegotiate a new contract. Like you're saying, he may want guaranteed money, but according to write-up, he says he's not going to be going rewriting the contract. So go ahead.
But I mean, I think we might get him before OBJ, just because the fact that we don't have to give up, or we don't have to swap picks. We don't have to swap picks. We just give him a third round. You keep your first and your second, and then say if we do, we get him for a third. Man, I'll still trade because I want Trey Flowers, Brandon Graham, or whoever in free agency. We got it. We're going to get one of them edge rushers in free agency. I know Trey Flowers. They just said they're not putting the franchise tag on him, so we're going to drop the bag off on him. So
Belichick,
you got that.
People, boy.
Exactly. So if we get Trey Flowers, I still trade back in the draft with Jacksonville and get me Jalen Ramsey. So you got Jalen Ramsey, Flowers, and you got AB on the opposite side. So the opposite side is good. The defensive side is almost there. So with the 7th pick, depending on how they feel, if they want to get to Kyle Polite or if they want to get Devin White, we can get him. Cause I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Earl. So
Stevie, one question. Do you think Jacksonville's going to go ahead and pick up Nick Foles? I keep forgetting about him. And
they're going to need a quarterback because Nick Foles is going to be just a situation. Like, he's going to be there for about 3-4 years. So you draft your quarterback at the time, and then you let him develop under Nick Foles or whatever. Yeah, let him groom for 4 years.
That'd be smart.
Now, exactly. Because you never know so say if they get Nick Foles in free agency, and they actually do decent enough, but now you're not in the quarterback range no more for next year's draft. Mm-hmm. So say if they, saying go 8-8 or something like that, now you at 15. What quarterback is going to be at 15? Now you got to do a whole bunch more trading. Exactly. Sorry. So it'd be smart to do it this year.
What was that dude's name that went to Buffalo? One of the worst quarterbacks in quarterback history. That rookie they picked up 2 years ago.
Josh Allen?
No, not Josh.
Oh no, wait.
That other dude. I mean, he was just awful. I mean, he had people laughing.
Nathan
he was
Peterman?
so bad. Yeah, that's it. Nathan P.
Yeah.
Oh, he was bad.
Yeah.
You gotta be
trash.
careful of picking up people after 15 as far as the quarterback goes. If you're serious,
exactly.
I mean, you'll pick up a project, okay. But then again, Lamar Jackson, and didn't Mahomes come late in the first round?
No, I think Mahomes was at before Deshaun Watson. So Mahomes, I think, was at 10 and Watson was at 11. I believe. I know they was in the top 12. I know that for a fact.
And they picked up Lamar at the end of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And Deshaun Watson, how late did he get picked up?
I think he was number 11 or 12. He was one of those because I know Houston gave up 2 first rounds for him.
Yeah,
and
they did trade up. They did trade up. You're right. That's right. See, so but like you're saying, don't be going past 15 and 20 talking about getting a quarterback to groom because that's got to be an undrafted free agent. Let that go. So and get something better next year or something. But yeah,
exactly. So they're gonna try to do it this year. So go ahead because Jalen gonna be in NFC with us. And we're not playing the Jags this year. So we get Earl Thomas. The whole team's gonna be better. And don't think just because our defense got better this year, it was because of Robert. No, around Robert Saleh.
They did get better though. You noticed that they were moving faster. They looked like more than what they was doing. But
we did that. We did that the year before. We did that the year before with Jimmy G. They did that at the end of the season. Then when it come down to this season, we were still trash in the beginning of the year. They did it again towards the end because now everybody want to play for something, playing for their job. You're supposed to be playing for your jobs off like from the beginning.
But Stevie, wouldn't that defense look better though if we had some pressure from the outside? Now your cornerbacks.
It would.
Yeah.
It would, but I still don't trust. I still trust Robert. Okay, you know,
you
for
got
a
inside
fact,
information
we
on
don't
it.
have an address from the beginning.
Yeah.
And,
But I still want that quarterback to be worried as hell every time that ball is snapped. I think that'll make a quick difference, but we'll see.
Rumble, you remember not Earl Thomas, but Thomas was a second-round pick before he had that one good game. You know, he was rated as a second-round pick. And then
I told people that when I was crying about it that
2.
year. I said, how's Solomon Thomas racing up the chart? Solomon is okay.
They're doing the same thing for Rashawn Gary's about to be the same person. They're going to boost him up, and he ain't going to – that's why I'm like, no, I don't want him. I don't need him. We need – I promise you they better than – I don't think they are, though. I don't think they are. They're not that they're not that crazy. They failed already with Solomon. This is Solomon's last year. They're going to give him the first half of the season. If he doesn't do well the first half of the season, they're just going to trade him.
And I think that was more personal than anything else. I think Lynch brought him in because they was classmates. Because, I know.
See, that's what, and then Lynch set us back by doing that. That
whole
first year's draft class they failed this year. Sophomore slumps only happen to players who don't develop well.
In the first place. And I tell you something else, Stevie. From watching them pick up Jerick McKinnon last year, I know for a fact that Jerick McKinnon, I know Kyle wanted Christian McCaffrey. I said it that year when they was looking at this. Kyle's going for Christian McCaffrey. That fits him to a T. Went and got Solomon T.
Chris McCaffrey and Matt Breida.
Oh, man. Good God.
We could have saved that little $30 million, and that could have went to somebody else. We need them players. Yeah, we need them players, Ronbo.
I know. Stevie, we got to stop, though. I'm going to contact you probably later on this afternoon, this evening. All right?
All right.
We got to go. All right, Stevie. Have a good night, fam. Good stuff as always.
All right.
Oh, man. I told you that year when the Solomon T train led by my man Trez and Sheik argued me down. Solomon T is the man. What's also my other boy, McFly. Boy, McFly was all over my butt. Boy, they worked me like a pick handle. Props! Canada 49er fan says, hey, Ron, more important than any free agent and draft pick is getting Jimmy GQ back. Yeah. Yeah. Says, I love DK Metcalf over AB, to be honest. Size, youth, and cheap, because you know what? We got plenty of speed. Oh, we've got speed to burn. But we don't have no giant freak. DK or Josh Hawkinson. I'll take either one of them. Jeff Tan says if Antonio Brown gets traded to the team like the Buffalo Bills, I bet he'll say that he'll retire. He's 31. I bet you he would say it. Because, oh, man, no, you didn't. All right, Pittsburgh Steelers, he would hound the Steelers and troll them forever if they did that to him. Hellcat _AK. Y'all want Trey Flowers? A guy with 1 year production, and that 1 year ain't even great? You say, well, what player has let the Patriots have been a Pro Bowler? It's a part of. Is he a Belichick system player? I can't think of any. I do know what's his name went to Cleveland. That linebacker was damn good. And look at the wide. What's that cornerback that saved them in the Super Bowl 3 years ago? We didn't even hear about him last year. Okay. You make a good point, Hellcat. You may have a damn good point, actually. Mr. Joe Pappy says Niners drafted Spoon, Moore, DJ Reed. They better hope a couple of them develop. Get them edge and that safety help, and let's see what we got there. Yeah. That's a worrisome, man. He pointed out something that's kind of worrisome. Anybody who's find at least one guy that did good after he left Belichick. My God. Blaze Pyrex. What's up, Ronbo? Do you think Q Williams will be a good pickup? I do, but he plays the same position as Dee Ford. Can he play any other position besides? And can Dee Ford? I can't disrespect Dee Ford and say, DeForest, can I get you to move over a little further inside? Why? Well, because we want to see if we can put Quentin Williams over here. Coach, I have earned this spot. I mean, I'll do this, but I'm telling you right now, this ain't cool. DeForest, think about the team. And you see, this is the kind of thing it can come down to. Hey, Scott!
What's up, man?
Oh, Scott, man. I'm thinking about my kicker, Robbie Gould. He can't leave us. Somebody just pointed out, when's the last time a player came out of New England and still looked good? I could say Jimmy G, but that's not, I'm talking about the other positions. And then, of course, is Anthony Barr.
Amendola.
Hey, how did Amendola do last year with the Vikings or the Dolphins?
Top of my head, I can't remember. He did pretty good, but didn't he get hurt also?
Did he? Because, right, I just realized we didn't hear a lot about him.
Yeah, he was doing okay, and he got hurt.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I called in and caught the last of something, but something caught me and kind of set me off, man. You said Jimmy Ward practices hard. I'm sorry, Ronbo, for $9 million, you should be the hardest worker on the team.
That's true.
$9 million.
Yeah.
$9 million, and he's a vet on top of that. So the young guys look to you and look to Sherm. So yeah, you should be the hardest worker.
I agree.
At $9 million a year, I mean, and I'm like, and you're barely on the field. I can like your work ethic all day long, but if
you need
you're
to be
not
out here
on the field making it work. Exactly. So you gotta go. I get a young buck I get a young buck for cheaper and that can stay on the field.
DJ
like,
Reed.
I'm a Harris fan all day long. Hey, there you go. But I'm a Harris fan.
Well, he's not in any danger. Marcel is going to play in the box area anyway, because Marcel is a lightweight linebacker. Marcel be moving like 100 miles an hour. He's always busy. That's a high-impact player. When you look out there, you always see Marcel busy. He's not one of those guys that disappears. Ain't no way in the world that Kyle Shanahan lets him go. But we got a bunch of other safeties.
Him go,
Go ahead.
But don't let Harris go. He was tagged to be a first-round pick before he got hurt.
Oh, he ain't leaving.
So I mean,
I bet the farm he ain't leaving.
Oh man, and the gentleman that called in before me, I did not know Broncos had that many free agents.
I didn't either.
And
Stevie,
I need to check that up. Appreciate that, Stevie. Big shout out to Stevie on that, man. I need to get on my free agent grind, man. I need to see what's up.
Go to one of them sites that lists all the free agents. You can go down through the list real quickly. I had no idea, because John Elway is one who needs. If John Elway, he wouldn't got Joe Flacco. If he does one more thing wrong, I'd be saying, John Elway, he is suspect. No wonder he liked Trent Baalke.
Yeah.
Both of them stupid.
Somebody said it the other night. John Elway is making sure he's the greatest quarterback for the Broncos ever.
Don't ever bring anybody in that can win. Because Case Keenum deal was a little bit weird. But now Joe Flacco, who has proven beyond a shadow of any doubt that he is not going anywhere, because they're still asking the question in Baltimore, is Joe Flacco a franchise quarterback? Every time I hear that joke, I laugh. Hell no, he ain't. No.
God, man, I was sitting there. I'll never forget that, watching the Super Bowl, and they was like, man, Flacco doing this. I said, Flacco is throwing the ball up and praying.
Yep.
I said, you sit there and tell me when he won't under pressure. I was like, he's throwing the ball away.
And unfortunately, he had people run under it a couple of times. But you know what? But that during the time when they had sure-handed receivers, they had Anquan Bolden and Sammy. I mean, them dudes was out running our defensive secondary because we wasn't putting enough pressure on his big butt.
That's true.
It
is true, but the truth about it is they had a defense to
win it. Don't get me started on that damn call that was never called on Crabtree. But they had a defense. That's how they beat. That's how they beat the Patriots. They had a defense. That's how they won their first Super Bowl. They had a defense. And everybody wants to give it to Flacco. I'm like, you were not the reason, homeboy. I don't care what your stats say in the playoffs. You can have all that in the playoffs, but you can't be consistent with it
all year long. And that's why Lamar Jackson put his butt out. See? So I'm yeah.
And not only that, he couldn't do it the next year.
Yeah.
You can go back the next year and be consistent.
No, Flacco's a joke. And he got paid incredible bucks the following year because he was running around talking like, I'll leave here in a minute. Well, he could have, actually. Other teams might have been fooled as well. Not everybody, but some. So.
Hey, when they said he was MVP and he won a truck, I said, okay, now leave Baltimore. Try to go somewhere else in that truck.
Get in the truck, drive. And when they run out of gas, wherever you are, that's where you need to see. That's an omen. That's where you need to see if you can get a job. You know? God.
Exactly. I never believed in float. I've never believed that. Oh, yeah, he's got a big arm. I never said he was accurate.
Yeah.
I mean,
people keep saying that Smith Sr. was a little old. But you know what? That's not, I don't know. I'm not giving him no breaks. He's okay. Nothing special, though. And they're always getting ready to find out. This is a stupid move. So.
Well, who is he going to throw to? Who's the wide receivers over
there? We will see.
Thomas is gone. Sanders is, he on his last leg. The rookie that they got is just that he's
Cortland. Cortland Sutton.
I ain't heard nothing yet. I ain't seen nothing special since his college day.
Well, look for Devontae Parker to end up over there, too, because Devontae Parker pissed him off in Miami, so he'll be looking for a job soon. And Elway will probably pick up Parker, and he might pick up Golden, Tate. There's a few guys running around they'll probably go after and see if they can make things work. We'll see. But, Scott, let me tell you what, man. I'm going to see you Friday, and we'll continue, okay? Good to hear from you.
Hey, you too, man. Good. Have a good one. Niner Empire, Niner for life.
Hey, Scott, you too. Have a good night. And, see. Hey, Hank.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Hank, we're just scaling down through the possibilities, as you know, and with everybody saying. And this is the Robbie Gould show anyway. Robbie Gould. Robbie, you don't leave us, Robbie. Come on, man.
We cannot lose Robbie.
Yeah, we
no, and the game you were talking about earlier, where Robbie kicked every point that we made, was against the Bears. That was Jimmy's first win with us.
That was Jimmy's.
It was 15-14, and we didn't have any offense, and Robbie just kept nailing them. And
we kept putting Robbie in field goal range, but for some reason they couldn't punch it in, and it made sense because that's his first game, and Jimmy G's trying to rehearse these plays with 3 days of crash courses.
Yeah.
There's Robbie. There's Robbie. God,
it makes sense. Jimmy wasn't sold on the playbook, but Ronbo, what I wanted to talk to you about is I did a little research, and I got a couple of backup plans for some of these big name free agents.
Right.
So one thing I wanted to say is I really appreciate every time I comment, you almost always read my comments, so I appreciate that.
Right.
And about AJ Green, what I was saying, this man, he had like a little toe injury last year. So I don't think it's going to be serious. It was season ending because, their season was already pretty much gone. So
and why risk it any further?
Exactly. So if we don't get OBJ or AB, I highly consider that we look into AJ Green because, number one, it won't be that expensive. So we can maybe get him for the cheap. But also, besides wide receiver, I saw that post about us trading with the Jags. I think that'd be a great pick, and I also think that's going to be determinant on after the Cardinals pick their first pick, because if they don't go with Murray, then I do see the phone ringing from the Giants and the Jags about trading our pick. And honestly, we need a cornerback right now. I'm not even going to lie. You know, I know Spoon is kind of young, but man, during that Chiefs game, this man almost made me break my TV remote. How many times this man was getting beat?
He was.
Because I'd always look where Sherman was at, but I'd always be looking at the other side, because I know that's where Mahomes is going.
Everybody went.
And yeah, Tyreek just straight ate him up. Oh. And all I think we need to give him some competition, because if he's our only cornerback out there, we got to throw him out there. But he's
definitely gonna get some competition. Even if they draft somebody, the 49ers aren't going to set pat for that. Lynch learned a lesson. He already stated that he should have had more competition in camp. So yeah, look for it to be crazy in camp this year. Insane.
Yeah, one of my backups for Ramsey though. Say this doesn't work out. Ronald Darby, out of the Eagles. Number one, I like the guy because he's a Florida State native like myself. Yeah. But
all right.
He recently tore his ACL, so he's going to be coming back, you know, and he might take a little pay cut for that, you know, kind of a 1-year deal, you know, show us what you got. And otherwise, other than that, the season that the Eagles won the Super Bowl, this man was going off, and I really do think he was one of the reasons.
How long was that? When was that injury, with Ramsey's injury? How long ago was that?
You mean Darby?
I mean Darby, yeah. Because I was looking
Darby,
at him the other day.
I think it was like a little bit after mid-season last year. I started noticing that he wasn't playing because I was like betting a lot on the Eagles because they were an underdog a good bit during the season, and I wasn't seeing him out there because I was definitely keeping an eye on him his first year, the year that they won the Super Bowl, because I thought the guy was, you know, a beast and, you know, a steal in the draft. I think
he was really ranked high, and then all of a sudden, like he got hurt.
Yeah, he was picked up like I'm not 100% on this, but I don't think he was picked up high in the draft. So I know he's going to be a free agent. So I believe so. I was reading something about him being a free agent. So if he is,
saw that. He is. He's currently a free agent now. I saw him on the list 2 or 3 weeks ago. I noticed he was on there. I said, Darby's going to be released, free agent. Wow.
Yeah, it's surprising because the ACL. Yeah. But cornerback wise, man, I think he'd be, you know, solid. You know, even if, you know, Spoon, you know, switch the roles up a couple times. You know, he's in for a couple plays, and then Darby will switch out. But I really think we need to get a cornerback.
Yeah. How tall is Darby?
Darby, he's not the tallest guy out there. I know. I remember I was watching his combine. But you know, I think he's 6'something. You know, he's not short by any means.
Okay, if he's 6+, he's in the money. Because the 49ers tend to want to get the taller guys or longer guys. They can clog the field, clog the lanes is what they like to try to do. That's the philosophy that they work on. It wasn't effective last year, though. So you know, I mean, Maven's tall. He wasn't fooling anybody, and it took Akello all season long to start picking things up. So yeah, you know, we'll see.
But the thing about Spoon that I really didn't understand is his 2017 year where Jimmy came in and he won those last 5 games. Spoon was crazy. Good. I was like, yo, we got a steal in that draft, and the man was just playing crazy. But I didn't really notice him until the Chiefs game when Tyreek was just straight eating his ass up. And I'm like, geez, Spoon, come on now.
You got to take angles on guys like Tyreek because you're not going to stop him. It's just like Marquise. If you come running up on him, you're dead meat. You got to take an angle on him. Play off him, watch his path, play off him just a little bit so you can maybe jump a route. Running down the field with him, are you stupid? Of course you're not going to run down the field with him. And I do blame Salah for that. Actually, Jeff Hafley, because I know he's the guy working with those guys every day. So, you know, these things will improve this year.
Yeah, I feel like the new coaches coming in, especially that wide receiver coach we picked up, that guy is going to turn Richie James and Trent Taylor into something, I'm telling you.
Wes Welker, yeah.
Because I started watching his highlights after I heard that we picked him up, and I'm like, yo, this guy knows his football.
So if anybody you didn't know about Wes before recently picking up those Wes is legendary.
Not gonna lie, man. I didn't watch him back then when I know he played for the Patriots. I just started watching his highlights and I'm like, okay, this guy wasn't no joke,
So ridiculous. And the guy's a rock, brave as hell. It cost him his career maybe a little early because Wes you couldn't count his concussions, so But Wes would run a pattern across the middle in a heartbeat, man. Hit me if you have to, but I'm taking this play. That's Wes.
Yeah, so. I saw the 99-yard reception he tied. Like Brady was in the end zone, the back end zone or whatever, and he just threw like a slant to Welker, and this man was out. And I was like, holy shit.
He's tough. Oh, God.
But other than the cornerback, Ronbo, linebacker position, we need to pick up one because I know we're getting rid of Malcolm Smith, and my number one pick would be.
Can you promise us we're getting rid of Malcolm Smith? There are some of us that are very worried and concerned about this.
I don't think he's worth the money, Ronbo.
No,
I mean,
not.
the man is fragile like glass. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure the whole first year we had him, or first 2 years, the man didn't even play a snap. And I was thinking, it was close to the time when beginning of the last season, and I was just like, all right, we got Ruben out there. We just drafted this linebacker, Fred. I was like, this guy better play. And I'm pretty sure Shanahan told him when we got rid of Ruben, listen, you're either playing or we're letting you go because we don't got anybody else.
And then he comes in and he doesn't really do much for us. But Hank, we got to go. I'll see you on Friday.
All right, Ronbo, will do, man. I just wanted to pull out a little quote from my man Richard Sherman. This goes out to Rudy and all the Rams fans. Don't you ever try me with a sorry ass receiver or sorry ass quarterback like Jared Goff.
I like it.
I watched that little interview a couple times, and man, I just can't help but smile when I see that because I was so mad when he said it. But now it's something else. Hey, Ronbo, appreciate all that you do, man. Always keeping us updated. I'll see you Friday.
Thanks, Hank. Appreciate it. And see you Friday.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night.
Yes, sir. How's it going?
And Robert Gibby says Wes Welker didn't suck. And Amendola put up the same stats. And think, man, people just talking from a limited position. Drew Bledsoe still played well. Darrelle Revis. I could go on and on. Hey, we just heard about Amendola was fine. Did Welker start with the Patriots? Darrelle Revis. Somebody said Darrelle Revis, and I don't think Darrelle did not start with the Patriots, though. Didn't he start with the Jets? Jacob Resnick says, one quick question. Why do all these people say that AB won't come to San Francisco? Everybody I know says he won't. Jacob, you know what it's more about? It's more about fear because AB's talking like he's in charge of his destination. He's not. The Pittsburgh Steelers, who are not, AB is not on top of their love list. Everybody's worried the Steelers are going to do a job on AB and send him somewhere he doesn't want to go. We joke about Buffalo. He's not going to Buffalo because that's AFC. He's going somewhere in the NFC. What's the worst team in the league to be traded to in the NFC? We'd have to be one of those teams. But everybody knows if the 49ers bring back all their starters and you add AB, now all of a sudden we are not the worst team in the NFC. So they probably figured that one out. AB, you ain't, no, man. We're not trading you to the 49ers. Why? Because you want to go there. No. I worry about this because they're going to start hating is what the problem is. Leroy Phillips. Jimmy G will be the first Pro Bowl bowler from New England to play in a Pro Bowl come this season. I can see that happening. Because the thing about Jimmy G is he's with Kyle. So and maybe Jimmy G went somewhere else. Maybe there might be some problems. I don't know. But he's with Kyle. That's all you got to say about a quarterback if he has any talent at all. He's with Kyle. Renee Cruz. Let me see if I can get this. 49ers! Hey, if you see Renee Cruz, If you see his text, try it at home. I would suggest, though, maybe go out in the backyard or something, because you could get in trouble if you do it in the house. Sandra, what's up? Mark Espinosa, get rid of Malcolm Smith. Are we all in agreement? All those in agreement saying, Malcolm, get the hell up out of here. Say aye. Oh, it's deafening. All those opposed. There's those crickets. All right. I guess it's unanimous. Malcolm, that's it, baby boy. You out. You're done. You've been done for a long time and getting paid. And is that another one, Mark? We already have. Tongan Man 78, what's up? We just did that. That was Malcolm Smith. Oh, wait, that's another one, though. Get rid of Malcolm Smith, Jimmy Ward, Eric Armstead, C.J. Beathard, and Persons. We do have a lot of potential trash to throw out. Ward and Armstead, you got to be worried about. I think they're going to pick Armstead. I think they're going to pick it up, actually. Jimmy Ward, I'm not sure about Ward. He's going to get another contract, though. But I don't think it'll be for the same amount of money as it was. They may offer Jimmy something so low he may want to leave, I guess. Because they say, Jimmy, we need to pay you what you're worth. Jimmy, you stay on the field all year, X amount. If not, can you take that, Jimmy? Tongan Man 78 said, what's up? Go Niners. Niners Empire. Niners faithful. Thanks, Tongan Man. Thanks, fam. And he hails from the golden state of California. He goes at least 279 pounds of nothing but rock-solid muscle. He is the reigning Zoom In TV champion, Roberto!
Ronbo! Ronbo! The Ronbo Sports #1 in the nation.
Roberto, the mic, Roberto. Roberto, Mike, get that mic. Get it up closer, Roberto. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You're a little better now. Roberto, we gotta get you a table mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, it's kind of scratchy, but Roberto.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. It's kind of inconsistent, but I think we got you. Go ahead, Roberto. What's going on, man? We got Robbie Gould talking about I want to go home. I want to go home. Oh,
I want to go home. I want to go home.
Hey, Roberto, are you using Bluetooth?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you need earbuds in your mic because the Bluetooth isn't working.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, not consistently. It's going in and out.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. All right. It's going up and down, though, Roberto. You might have to. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead, Roberto. We'll just. All right.
Okay,
go ahead, Roberto.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Notice how he's doing a yaming.
Ronbo!
Roberto, what's on your mind tonight, man?
Oh, lucky, Ronbo. I've been waiting for you to be on the video. I was waiting for me to be on the video. It's been like 2 times. You took like 3 hours and never got at me.
It gets a little crowded. Sometimes we try to go in order, Roberto. I'm sorry.
Yeah. The other time I've been here. I've been waiting for like almost 4 hours. And Ronbo, come on. I was like, Ronbo, can you see me?
Roberto, okay, I apologize for that. But Roberto, what's on your mind, man? Because we only got a couple minutes here. But You got Robbie Gould. We're trying to get him back. And Roberto, we got some free agents out there. Anthony Barr, Trey Flowers, yeah, and Robert Quinn. What are you thinking?
Oh, you know who I want?
Who you want?
I want Brendan Grant. I want Trey Flowers and C.J. Mosley.
Hey, oh yeah, boy! I tell you, everybody wants C.J. Mosley. That would be too good. If we don't get nobody but C.J. Mosley, we should be excited. Agreed.
No. No, but hey, I hope we. I'm waiting for AB to come to the Bay, and to be let it go, baby.
Damn. And Roberto, if AB comes to the Bay, we need to recommend where he should go eat. Where's your favorite restaurant?
Oh, I think. Oh man.
So many choices.
So many choices. I mean, like maybe at the with the ladies at, well, you know, like the girls that serve the, you know, the girl waiters.
Hooters. Hooters doesn't have good food.
Yeah, I know. Maybe like maybe damn, I know. I mean, like where you know, where some girls will tell you, hey, what would you like for to eat? Now some pretty girls with the high heels and with a mini skirt.
See, because Roberto, I can tell right now you go to those restaurants all the time. So first thing that you thought about. Back to football. Now, Roberto, here's the thing. People are starting to worry about John Lynch and his draft. Are you worried about John this year? Is he going to do okay?
I'm a little worried.
You're worried too?
I'm a little bit. I'm like 50% worried about what he's gonna do this time. Man, this time he's gonna go 100 all in.
Yeah, you know he's got a lot of help with that. I kind of trust him on that. But here's the thing, Roberto. I like to get you started on these kind of things. Is Malcolm Smith going to be a 49er next year?
Shit. Well, I think he might not.
How about Jimmy Ward? You got to think about it. See, Roberto's a good guy. He had to at least think about it.
Yeah, because you know he's a good player, but like he can stay out the field, and then like on the field, either like a squat guitar either.
Yeah. Neither one of them played a whole season in a while.
Yeah.
Ever, actually, now that I think about it.
Like I'll give next week. I'll give the squat guitar one more year. If you guys fucked up again, he's out of here next week. For Trey, on the trade deadline. Boy, we love you, but you never stay healthy. Shit.
Roberto, it's a violent game, though. You know, I really feel sorry for these guys. If you're gonna play your hardest and not be worried about getting hurt, you gotta, you gotta throw your body out there, which is kind of scary, but that's the way it goes, you know. But we'll see. I hope they stay on the field.
Yeah, you know.
Roberto, I think you are using Bluetooth. Yeah, I think that's why it's fading in and out like that. Roberto, next time, get that mic on the wire like you did last time. Works better.
Yeah, but sometimes the wire won't let you hear me either.
Yeah, no, I did. It did last time. But Roberto, we out of time.
Ronbo.
Yo.
Hey, Ronbo.
He always does that. What?
Hey, you know how Sherman says Don't try me with a sorry ass receiver, right?
Yeah.
I got this one. I got this one. Don't you ever try me with a sorry ass Rudy Poo.
You left out Jared Goff's name. Rudy, we got to go because I'm going to wrap it up here in a minute. Rudy, I'll see you Friday.
Yeah. Hey, Rudy, what's up?
See, we talked about Rudy and Roberto, not Rudy. Roberto, I'll see you Friday.
Hey, Ronbo, you know. Hey, Rudy, what's up with these little weak joints?
Roberto, start working on Rudy. That could take an hour. All right, Roberto. I got a few more people been waiting. So Friday, Roberto.
Ronbo.
What?
Ronbo.
What?
Shout out to
Roberto. I really got to go, Roberto. Right. I'll see you Friday. Be looking for you. Let me go over here because Roberto we got him wild up. We'll never get him out now. All right. It says Jimmy G will be the first Pro Bowler from New England to play. We already did that one, huh? Give me a Ruby down here. Mr. Joe Pappy says, loving the show as usual, Ronbo. This is my favorite place to talk Niners. Thank you, Mr. Joe P. And Harvey Huegas. And he says, shout out to the Empire. Dun, 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 dun. If you never did the Empire, first thing I sing is Star Wars, guys. But now, if we get DK Metcalf, all I can picture is Optimus Prime talking to his boys. Autobots, roll out. They come running out of tunnel. I love to fantasize about these guys. Oh, man. Anyway, where are we now? Well, I tell you what, I just want to hear soon. I wish the 49ers, why is it necessary to franchise tag Robbie? Just give him a decent contract. You know what? In 3 years, Robbie will be 39. Uncle Phil played to how long? Uncle Phil played until Uncle Phil's still trying to play. I think, what is he, 41, 42? And here he is. But of course, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show, come on in here. Not the word spelled H.
Yes, sir.
E-H. Here. Big Show. Show, what's up, man? Oh, Show. I had to speak to you earlier about my boy Raheem. I'm very emotional about his play. You seem to pick on a lot of players that I like. I think you do it on purpose.
What else would we have to disagree about then?
That's a good point. So yeah, I got three guys. I got Trez, Big Show. You guys actually a two-man army. There's a couple other people. There's some short agreements, but you and Trez consistently disagree with me. But you guys are the bomb.
We are the three of us are equivalent to Shannon Sharp, Stephen A, and Skip Bayless. You're Shannon Sharp. I'm Skip Bayless, and Trez is Stephen A.
Actually, Trey is part of the TNT. Trey is more mild about it, though. Which one of those three guys did you just mention is the most mild? It ain't Stephen A.
I think Shannon Sharp
is Stephen A.
I think Shannon Sharp is the most mild out of all of them. I think.
Is Shannon Sharp the worst of all three?
No. Shannon's the most mild.
Yeah, that's Trey.
Yeah.
You guys are all right.
But anyways, I really like the idea of us going after Trey Flowers and Aaron Barr. That way we can address Reuben Foster's replacement in the draft because we still have to fill that hole. And there's no way in hell the Ravens are letting C.J. Mosley go, so we've got to get that thought out of our head.
You know what? They may not afford it. Why are they talking like that? They're not going to franchise tag him, and they're saying they're hopeful of reaching an agreement with him.
They just traded one of their highest paid players on their team to the Denver Broncos, and so
Flacco? They must have been.
That clears up a lot of room for them to be able to afford.
Why would they still
CJ
be
Mosley.
talking
You
like
know what
that?
I mean? So
Yeah, okay, I agree.
yeah. So but and then we can address. I would love to trade down because the Dolphins and the Redskins still need a quarterback, and I don't know if the Raiders are going to pick one at 4 or they're going to trade up and get Bosa. I don't know, but I think we don't know what's going to happen in the draft because free agency determines everything.
Although, I got to tell you,
know what I mean?
would put money on the Cardinals. Kingsbury is bluffing his ass off. I'm telling you, he's going after Earl. He's going to do it. He's going to get Murray.
They're not going after a quarterback.
They're going to get Murray.
And then history in the NFL, a quarterback has not gone in the top in the first round. That's under 6 foot.
That's not going to matter, man. I thought the same thing. You told me that. Other people told me that.
The organization itself came out and said that they are not giving up on Josh Rosen. They said that Arizona Cardinals, that's coming from the tippy top of the ownership. There was a tweet that was sent out by the Arizona Cardinals. They were saying, they said
if you brought,
you guys are having fun speculating.
If
They're
you
not
brought Thurl, if you brought,
that's coming from the organization and the coach. They're not getting rid of
that's
him.
okay. I'm telling you, they're driving his price up. If Murray came into camp and competed against Rosen,
that's delusion.
Who would you pick?
Because you guys are so hungry for Nick Bosa.
No,
Nick Bosa is your pick, and I told you guys that.
No, even if they the Raiders are going to trade up anyway. Let me ask. I just want you to answer this question for me. Let me ask you answer this question for me. Who would you pick between Murray and Rosen?
I would pick Rosen over Murray because simply because of his height.
It serves your argument. That's the only reason why you do that. He's so much more dynamic, and he can work from the pocket. That's what's scary about him. I didn't know anything about him until I looked at his film.
Falling all the way down to 13 to the Miami Dolphins.
No way.
That's out of the top 10. Yes.
Well, wait till after the combine. Watch that stock shoot up faster than Solomon Thomas.
They are not going after a quarterback, period, point blank. They are not going after a quarterback. That is delusion for fans.
You heard it here first.
Desperately want Nick
I
Bosa.
told show on
and
this
we are
night,
not getting Nick Bosa.
February the 18th.
Nick Bosa is not on a radar. He is a DE and a DL. And we don't need to pick that again.
Murray. And Show denied, he ignored it. Okay, I just want to make that clear. Mark it down on your calendar. As Show and I had a disagreement on the 18th, and he swore to God. He even quoted the organization in Arizona. There was no way they're going to pick him up. I'm telling you right now, he ends up being a Cardinal. Okay, go ahead, Show.
They're not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. That's you guys are really way too that's way out of left field of them drafting a quarterback the second year in a row. That's ridiculous. Oh my God, you guys are so hungry. It's not even funny.
I'm giving you props to draft night, Show. And I want my props too.
Why we should not select Nick Bosa? He is a redundant pick. We don't need a DEDL guy again. Josh Allen is our guy. He's a DEOLB that we need. Right there, Ronbo.
I got no problem with Josh Allen. If he comes to this team, I'm not going to be unhappy. But I'm telling you right now, no matter what happens, even if they do pick up Allen in the second round, and that's possible, really possible, highly possible, I'm telling you, the Cards are picking Murray. No matter what we do.
The Cards are picking Nick Bosa, period, point blank. That's the bottom line. They're picking
Murray. The Raiders are going to come up and they're going to give up. The Raiders are going to give up the farm, and they're going to trade to the first round. The Raiders have 3 first-round picks. They're going to give 2 of them to the Cardinals. Watch me.
I can see that too. I can see them trading up for Nick Bosa, but I don't see the Cardinals trading down for another quarterback. They don't need a quarterback right now. All they need is to give them an offensive line and some help on the offense besides Larry Fitzgerald. That's it. There's nothing. That's all Nick Bosa and Josh Rosen need.
They need offense.
And they're going to trade down for that.
Murray they don't need to trade down. Raiders, just use their own first pick. He's right there for that. Coach will kick himself.
So badly, you're creating scenarios that are
I am not. I'm just saying they need offense, and that kid is instant offense. He's better than Lamar Jackson.
You are wanting them.
He is better than Lamar Jackson.
You want Nick Bosa. You want Nick Bosa, don't you? Just spit it out there.
I don't even know if the 49ers want Nick Bosa, to be honest. But I do know the best offensive weapon in this draft.
Edge rusher.
That's not.
If we address our edge rusher in the free agency, which we are going to do, we are not going to be
the best quarterback is Kyler Murray. That's the best quarterback in the draft. Rosen.
The best quarterback is
that's the
Dwayne
second
Haskins
quarterback.
Of Ohio State. They have Dwayne Haskins going in the first. They have Dwayne Haskins going to the Giants at 6.
Those guys bring
Ronbo,
one or two elements to the game. Murray brings two solid elements.
He has a higher ceiling than Kyler Murray does.
Murray brings two solid
He led the
elements.
Ohio State Buckeyes to 13-1.
So
and he has a better ceiling than Kyler Murray. He's more talented.
No, he doesn't.
He's a pure pocket passer out of the two, Dwayne Haskins, and they have him going over Kyler Murray.
Kyler
Murray
is Russell Wilson.
I guarantee you that.
On super steroids. I'm telling you, man, I had no idea about him until I checked him out. Now I know what the hype is about. The kid is an absolute freak. Nobody's going to tackle him. And also, he knows how to launch from that pocket. I said, wait a minute. Now I know what they're talking about. That kid's first-round pick. Kingsbury picks him up in the first round, guaranteed.
If they're not going to take him at 1. I know that.
They have to. You can't get him otherwise.
No, they're not going to. You're saying that because you want. I know you, Ronbo. You want Nick Bosa.
I make no bones about it.
To happen.
I make no bones about it. I want Bosa, but I'm telling you, Kyler Murray is Arizona's pick.
No, he's not. No, Nick Bosa is their pick, or the Raiders are going to trade up to them and get Nick Bosa. We are not getting Nick Bosa.
If the Raiders don't,
if you guys can dream about it all you want.
If the Raiders don't, okay.
I'm getting Antonio Brown over Nick Bosa.
Look at you. You've got an agenda.
Oh,
you want Antonio Brown. You're hoping to give up a second-round pick.
Either.
You don't need to give up a second-round pick for Antonio Brown. That would be a waste.
Getting Nick Bosa. Antonio Brown would not be a waste. Are you kidding me?
No, you're not.
Ronbo,
No. You don't get it.
So much because of Robbie Gould leaving our team.
You don't get it. You've missed it. I didn't say that. I said you don't need to give up a first or second round pick for Antonio.
Oh, no.
The Steelers want to get rid of him. You can give up as late as fourth round.
You give him at least a third or a fourth.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Or something like that.
Yeah, that's
what
I'm saying.
So give him Eric Armstead, but I don't want to give up Eric Armstead, but I think that's the deal that they would likely take. But you know what I mean? So, but yeah, signing Trey Flowers and Aaron Barr.
By the way, one quick question because we got to go. But listen, has there ever been a player that came out of Bill Belichick's system that went on to do well? No, he didn't come out of Bill Belichick. Some people went through New England, but they didn't start with him. Who started with Belichick and did well afterward?
Jimmy Garoppolo's the name that pops up.
Yeah, but there's got to be another player outside of Jimmy. Anybody else? See, we got to think about it now. They may be right on that. Somebody pointed that out a little while ago, and it scared me to death. I said, that's true. A lot of great players come through there, but they didn't start there. So Trey Flowers, who started there, is it a kid named Collins that went over to Cleveland? Didn't Collins start with Belichick?
You mean Landon Collins?
No.
Are you talking about Landon Collins?
The kid that went, Belichick got rid of him 2 seasons ago, and he ended up in Cleveland.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I may have his name wrong.
One more quick.
He's a linebacker.
One more quick point. Earl Thomas is off of our table too, you guys. Stop bringing his name up. He's got his kids enrolled in Austin, in an Austin school. And if he has to, he'll rent an apartment in Dallas and travel back and forth closer to Dallas. Dallas is closer than California to Austin. So it's the same situation with LeBron James enrolling his kids into LA schools. You know what I mean? He's got his mindset on where he wants to go to Dallas, and the Dallas Cowboys just cleared up.
Why not
money
move your house
today by not
get a place in Dallas?
A fifth year's option.
Huh.
What was that?
Why not get a place in Dallas?
I mean, Austin is probably where his family is, and that's where he went to school. So in Austin, so you know what I mean. So that's where most of his family is, and he wants to be closer to them and play in Dallas, and that makes a hell of a lot more sense than traveling back and forth to California because I know he won't do that. So
listen,
he's off our table. Let's stop bringing his name up. He's not coming.
Well, we got to go. So. And let me just get you ready because if the Raiders don't come and get him, Bosa's going to be a 49er. But anyway, we're going to
no. That's not going to happen. If we sign a free agent, Nick Bosa's off our table. So
show us that.
No, I love arguing with you, man.
So have a good night. I'm going to see you Friday. We'll continue this.
Have a good night.
And I'm going to bring some headlines with me. It's always fun to argue with Joe. He's so confused. I do the best I can to straighten him out, but he's not listening. Dolan says Kyler Murray won't last 3 years once they figure him out. Remember, they caught on to what Michael Vick was doing. Well, you know what? The same can be said about Lamar Jackson. Actually, here's the thing. The reason why, now that would make sense, Dolan, but here's the thing. Kyler can actually shoot from the pocket. I noticed that on several plays. They stopped showing him running just to demonstrate. I should put that link out. How the dude is straight money from the pocket. I couldn't understand how he could see. He just shifts where he can see, and he's quick. So as you go to tackle him, remember how Mott Brooks used to try to tackle Russell Wilson and never could do it? It's the same thing, but Kyler's even quicker. He steps up and around people and makes throws that are absolutely accurate. And as I sat there and I watched, okay, now I get it. And that's why Kingsbury said what he said, because I thought it was just another kid being overrated. I said he's too short for one thing, but that height ain't stopping him from doing a damn thing. And then I seen his accuracy, says, holy shit. Okay. Now I get it. Kingsbury's not kidding. He's pulling that kid with his first-round pick, and he's trading Rosen. It's a little early now. He's setting it up so everybody hey, Rosen, I give you my first-round pick if he's available, because I'm reading between the lines. What are you going to do? You guys are going for Murray, aren't you? What makes you think that? Boom! Somebody picks up Rosen. There they are. Hey, Jeff Tan says, looking for Chandler Jones, who New England traded. There it is, Jeff. Good call. Chandler Jones started with them. All right. I feel so much better. Chandler Jones started with the Patriots. He was shocked when Belichick traded him to Arizona. Chandler Jones, one of the best there is at his job. Ha! I could breathe easier now knowing if we do pick up Trey Flowers, it's not about Belichick, it's about talent. There's kind of thought there. That's kind of a scary thought. Sheik!
Oh, what's going on, bro?
Hey, Sheik. I've just been working show, like I like to do.
Love it. Damn it, Joe! If Bosa's right in our laps, we're not gonna pass on him. We need a pass rusher. God, it's like he's obsessed that we need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
The 49ers are obsessed to have a pass rusher. We don't have that.
We don't, and we haven't for years. Yeah. So you don't just let Bosa go because you feel like you just don't like him. He's redundant. Here's the thing, Sheik. People think that we've done this for how many years? We've been getting a defensive end in the first round. But how many of them are worth the damn? We're trying to get it right. No. There's nothing wrong with that. It's important that your trenches are strong. And ours are okay. They look pretty good at the end of the season, but we still need that force coming off the edge to make that quarterback scared. And we don't have that yet. So...
Exactly, Ronbo. And another thing, too, is in the free agency, it's hard to find a pass rusher or offensive tackle or even a quarterback. They always get tagged. They always get extended or most likely get traded with them. But you have to give up a lot for them. But when you have the opportunity in the draft.
Yeah. Because anybody who's any good is not leaving their team.
So. Yep. And then they're going to give 2-1, just say, for example, for Mac. And it happens like that. And that's why we have to constantly. It doesn't matter if you go 5 years, 3 years. You just keep on trying to get that guy. You cannot give up. You can't do it. Oh, the last 5 years we've been getting a passer and defensive lineman. I was like, dude, you got to still do it. We have no choice.
If it ain't Bosa, it's gonna be somebody. It's gonna be Allen. It's gonna be Polite.
Yeah.
It's gonna be somebody. But it's not gonna go unattended to. That's just got to be. That's the bottom line.
The two guys I want, I'm like Bosa or Allen. I'm like 50-50. I like them both, man. I can't pick right now. It's too early. Like combine, I might give you the answer. But those two guys are elite talent, Ronbo.
Oh,
Josh Allen could do a lot of things. Bosa's a hands down defense, a true defensive end, and that's
why
he's been there for a minute. But exactly, and that's why, like I'm going to say also with you and Show having that conversation, Colin Murray, that quarterback coach. That's quarterback. The coach did say he will go get him, but now he's kind of backtracking. No. But
you already put it out there. Nothing dies on the internet. If you said it once, it's on the net. We got records. So, Sheik, have you watched Kyler Murray? I didn't know what people were talking about until last week or so. And the dude is good Lord, he's terrorizing. He's that guy nobody's going to catch.
I've been watching him in the bowl games.
Oh.
No. Yeah, he reminds me of a Wilson. And this is another thing you have to think about, Ronbo, and everybody else is having this doubt of Murray going top 5 or maybe number 1 pick. Patrick Mahomes. Nobody really known about him last year. I didn't know about him. And
I thought he was
now
okay,
look what he's doing.
But I thought he was overrated. Now I feel like a damn fool. He was not overrated.
Everybody didn't know.
Oh, God. He kicks out that throwing with both hands.
That's why these type of players, that
right and left-handed,
that accuracy, that Murray, he might be a little. I think he's like 5'11", I believe, 5'10" or 5'11".
He's small.
A couple inches. Oh, he's fine. I think just had to watch this. He could be that number 1 pick, Ronbo. But I think Arizona, they have 2 choices. They're probably going with Quinn Williams because they don't need an edge rusher. Because you have Challen Jones, you have Golden, you have Peter, and this other guy, and they just recently brought the Atlanta guy, Brooke Reed or something like that.
See, that's the thing. So they might
have a lot of
reinforce that through the draft.
They just need a defensive tackle, maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
Could be that big.
They could get that free agency.
Get more picks. They're not going to get a pass rush. I don't see it.
No, I mean
I'll
interior
be very
lineman.
shocked if they
Interior
get
lineman. There's a couple out there.
Bosa or Allen will fall to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Show just threw his drink across the room. Show, pick that up and stop it.
Ronbo.
We're pissing him off.
Ronbo.
Yes.
Ronbo.
Who is that?
Can you hear me, Ronbo?
Sheik, yeah, I can hear you.
Ronbo.
Did we lose? We must have lost. Did we lose audio? Family, guys, did we lose audio? How come Sheik can't hear me? Is that him or is that us?
Rob.
Okay, there's something weird going on, Show.
Man.
Yeah, uh-oh. We may have lost our sound. I'm not sure.
Hey, I don't know if you can hear me, Ronbo, but it's
Sheik, I can hear me. I can hear me in the background though, in your phone.
I don't know if you're talking, but I don't hear you.
Okay.
I don't hear you.
Okay. So we might have to reboot here, or I'm not sure what happened. We did lose. I think we did lose commission because Sheik wouldn't play like that. Yeah, he's lost all sound. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. See if anybody got any response here. Chat room, tell me, can you hear me? Let's go all the way down to the bottom and see what happened here. Okay, Thunder, you can hear me. Hear me. Gary Game was gone. Where are you from, Andrea? Where are you guys? We hear you guys. Okay. Sheik, I don't know. The chat room says they can still hear me. Maybe call back and get a better connection. I'm not sure. Okay. All right. Anyway, well, I'll tell you what. Let me see if we got another phone call. Let's see if we can go to another phone call. Because I'm not sure. I guess that's not on our end. Okay. Anyway, I tell you what. I'm telling you right now, fam. I just want to make this. I want to establish this right now, because I really think the Cardinals are playing everybody, and I am almost certain come on, Josh Rosen is good. He's okay. He's pretty good. He ain't no Kyler Murray. I'm talking about not even close. Oh, I didn't know nothing about Kyler Murray. I just heard about a short kid that's going to play baseball, and he's a hell of a quarterback. And then I heard Kingsbury's remarks. I says, who is this dude? Kyler Murray. What? Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know. Kyler Murray. Good Lord, boy. Oh. So, Kyler gives you that oh effect. Josh Rosen, not so much. He's okay, but he ain't no Kyler Murray, okay? So it would be irresponsible. It would actually be irresponsible of the Cards not to pick him up. You trade Rosen in a heartbeat if you got Kyler Murray right there. Sure, right now, Kyler Murray's our guy. No, he ain't. I mean, Josh Rosen's our guy. Oh, I don't think so, Coach. You ain't fooling me. You know damn well Kyler Murray would make a whole lot of difference. That's a game changer. Rosen is okay, but he ain't no game changer. He could be defense. Kyler Murray would be one of the biggest headaches in the NFL. I don't even want him. Shall I tell you the truth? I don't want the Cardinals picking him up. Because if they do, he's going to be our guy. He's twice a year. He's going to be our problem. Oh, man. Anyway, fam, I'm going to go. Cannon 49 said, he says, we would rather face Rosen twice a year. He's slow and nothing special. Cannon 49 fan, you feel me? I'm telling you, I wish the Cardinals would not do this, but they would be stupid not to. Why would I put up with Rosen? I got the first pick in the draft, and I don't have to. Somebody else can take Rosen, please. I don't give a damn about us drafting a quarterback 2 years first in the first round. Hell, we got a problem here. We got no offense. Our defense will be fine. Give us this kid. Boom. Rosen goes. There's about 3 teams will probably get him. They pick up Kyler Murray. And now, Jesus Christ, I'm going to tell you the truth. As far as I'm concerned, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I see this coming clearly. It makes all the sense in the world. They get a first-round pick from somebody else. They get Murray with their pick. It's as clear, as plain as day. Why wouldn't you do that? Bam, hit that like. I'll be looking for you Friday. Hit that like again. There you go. No, hit it again. It'll come off. Okay, lighter won't work. I know.